1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, straight up. Robin Jerry Small.
If you got to feel it, you got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. To share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling. And then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
I want you to carry this on the road for me. And don't take no time from the body. Just do what me tell you for those scenes time. And make sure that everything work according to all man for everything to work, see? Take back yourself and bring back yourself in a one piece. Make sure you're ready. Hear me?
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program for today, Thursday. Today is Thursday. Thursday, the 7th of April, right? Thursday, the 7th of April, 2022, the last day of the program for this week. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. And as I was mentioning yesterday near to the end of the program, or especially after the midday break, that I had lost all access to the live chat messages from the beginning of the program up to midday. I don't know why. Maybe that is a system. And I regret that very much. Anyway, I'm trying to get access to live chat here from a while ago. I haven't seen it yet. Or not even the YouTube, the streaming on the YouTube. Anyone who anyone who can access the YouTube can call or text a message and send us so that I may be corrected that the YouTube is not yet accessible. Anyway, oh yeah, all right, today, yes, nice. Not going to make the same mistake today of delaying to tune into the YouTube participation. And right away we start off. First one from Bob Cosmic. Greetings to my big brother Bongo Jerry and all the crew at Bess FM, 100 FM, subscribers and listeners. We're there again. Thank you very much. Okay. Waiting for some more messages to come in. Yeah, the the music and the Grammy disappointed by Jamaican music fans who expected that a Jamaican must and should win every reggae category of the Grammy Award every year. That is still hurting some people, but that is fairly minor as far as I'm concerned. People talking also about the promotion of the Commonwealth by the Jamaica government, which is their way of countering the opinion of the majority of the Jamaican people that they don't want to associate with no Queen of England. Well, the Jamaica government is countering that by showing them how much, through the route of the Commonwealth, they are determined to tie themselves on to England and America. And so therefore it is the same year that them claim that them celebrating 60 years of Jamaican independence is the same year where they are reacting to the Jamaican people by promoting this British Commonwealth. And you notice the countries that are discrediting the Caribbean woman who was supposed to be Secretary General is the white countries of the Commonwealth, the so-called Dominion countries, the white countries of the Commonwealth. England, Australia, New Zealand, I don't know about Canada. White countries of the Commonwealth. That is not my concern. Yes, we're waiting to hear what are the takes of the events and of the conditions and the situation in the earth that you are concerned about. There was alright, we have some more live chat coming in. Next one. Tyrone Benjamin. Say, morning, Mr. Jerry. Small. Youth from Augustown, Dallas area. Enough love and thanks, brother. Alright, thank you very much. Next one again. Kean Brown say, greetings and salutation. Grind rising, Bongo Jerry Small. All Bess FM family. I see the eye. Okay, nice. The person assuring us that the YouTube link is on. Next one from Sister D. Ruben. Bless up Brass Bongo Jerry and Bess FM family. Oneness and perfect love Rastafari to all in this moment. And the next one from Dinatal Bosco. Say, hail Bongo Jerry, Bess FM and the family worldwide on our path towards a perfect union. Rastafari. As you mentioned that I was listening to this station earlier and was hearing of the institution of a Rastafari month of celebration. Apparently starting in Jamaica, but I don't know if they want that to apply to the whole world, that the month of the month of April is the month of celebration of Rastafari. Very interesting. And also, I heard an interview there on the program, this morning program, interviewing the reggae artist Sizzla and introducing him as a royalty and president of all of the indigenous people of Jamaica. Very interesting. I have a call here. Do we have a call? Okay, let's get to the telephone. Good morning. Welcome to the program for today. Hello? Go ahead, please. Welcome. Go ahead. Are you hearing me? Welcome to the program. Are you hearing me? Not there? You have another? All right, another call. Good morning and welcome to the program. Hello?
Yes, sir. Morning. Wagwan.
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
The Virgin Bible. Every man I talk about this Grammy thing.
Yes.
Right, Jerry?
Yes.
The man them straight from reggae, and the white people them take up the reggae.
The man, hold on, slow. No, take it, hold on. You said the man them do what from reggae?
No, for the man them straight from reggae and I play some different thing.
Who straight from reggae?
Then for the man them, right? Especially the nowadays youth them.
What about the woman them?
Some of them too. But most of the man them, most of the youth them, they not play rubber up, Jerry. That's what we grew up on.
No, hold on. Hello. Talk slow. I could hear every point you're saying. What you say about what we grow on?
The rubber dub. It was scare.
Yeah.
Then the man them changed it from scare. Right?
One man them changed it from ska?
No, like the musician them, like, you know, like Light Nibs and them man there, and, you know?
Yeah, I know Light Nibs them changed it from ska. Some other people come and add on something. It not change from ska, you know. Some people come add on something else. You know, some people come add on something else. Lynn Tate and some other people, including Earl Ranglin, come add on something else. And Upton Lewis, remember? You remember it go?
Yeah, man, remember Upton, man.
Alright, no, I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about his music. Three music we make.
Okay.
Hold on, listen me good. Three music we make towards the end of 1966. And the influence of Lynn Tate's style of playing the guitar. And also some other... Yes. Slow down the thing, but it was basically similar to ska, but a kind of slow thing. It wasn't changed from ska to rocksteady, you know. It was an addition of rocksteady as a style.
Okay.
And then afterwards, a next development take place a couple years later, 68. People start recognize and call it reggae. So they say reggae start from about in the late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't expect that nothing going to be added from that time till now?
Yeah, things are added, but what I say, the man, them not play the real rubber dub thing. They might change and play some different type of...
Yeah, rubber dub go on when you're a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Then you expect the exact style of dancing, the exact style of keeping dance, the exact style of invitation. Remember, so when we are youth, invitation print different from them invitation. No. You remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you remember the invitation them time used to say?
It was. I think them used to use some clothing and tie it up and.
No, that's the
like
placard. That's the banner them on the placard. You still have banner and placard, but invitation at that time, like now, the main thing on the invitation, apart from the place where the fun going keep and the sound we're going to play, the main thing was the name of the promoters, either one promoter or several, 3, 4, 5 promoters.
True.
And the promoter them was well known according to other type of work them do.
Yeah,
I would have said John the Taylor and that.
Yeah.
And so the style of invitation changed. At that time nobody photograph never used to come by invitation.
True.
But now it's photograph a come by invitation and some shapely girl when I have nothing to do with the dance a come by invitation, but that attract people to the invitation. And how much different colors you have by invitation now?
Several.
A whole heap of different colors. Well, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
1967, as far as me know, and I've been asking the question, 1967, me and 3 of my brethren keep a dance. Some sister in the night, but we never put them name on the placard. And we keep a dance and we print. One of the men who was keeping a dance with me was a printer. And I was an artist, so him helped to print the thing. Matter of fact, Alton Ellis printed now. Alton Ellis was a printer one time, you know.
Yeah, that me get from over time.
Alright, and I suggested the man him say, I could print the invitation with a red, gold and green border right round it. I told the whole of it was Rasta youth. And, and that is the first invitation that I know of. We're print to the red, gold, and green border around it. So invitation change and adjust. The way how people dance change and adjust. The way how people play music change and adjust.
Yeah, true.
When we are little youth, you never have nobody carrying a tape recorder go and dance.
No, sir.
Then little afterward, people start carrying tape recorder go and dance.
Tape recorder, yeah.
When him go and dance and tape off something real to real, little more, him go copy it to and start sell. So all the man we got it pay 5 shillings go to dance. Little more him go sell all 100 copy of that tape there. And I make more money than probably the man will keep the dance. All kind of things changes.
True.
But I understand, understand what you mean when you can't get for your music to really move you like one time.
Because see, in France, when I go to France, Jerry, and in France, I know that the reggae really not dead.
Yes.
Because here I got them play.
Yes.
You understand what I say to you?
Yes. And
the next...
Yeah. And next thing is what?
And next thing, the government needs to have some venue, especially for dance. Especially because when you go to France,
government,
all 10 different venue pounds on the street there. And the thing are go on.
Then is the government of France set up them venue there?
Well, I really don't know. I'm not going to say where.
Then
but
if
it's true.
If you see how successful the thing are going to France, and it's not the government of France set up the venue, then why you say the government of Jamaica must set up venue for you?
No, well, true, me know them saying if private people set up them who want to come here.
No, I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean, so them want to come here.
You know them still.
You know the government of Jamaica to behave good. You don't know them to behave good.
No, because them used to use dual and mash up with dance. Them
then if you, the same people who used to, the same people who used to mash up your dance, is them you want to come set up venue for dance game. Eh? No, seriously.
Me just refer still cause through them and them say them have the talk and you know.
No, look at it. Then wait. No man, wait. If we not start make some decision for ourselves, you're just going to be a commentator all the while and not be a creator.
True.
Don't rely upon government for doing anything for you, man. Government supposed to serve us, but you know, so them not serve us.
Yeah, we have to link up and make it work.
You listen to this program, you listen to this station all the while?
Yeah, man, and my station, man, I work with, you know.
So you was listening to the program that come before this?
Yeah, I was listening to it.
Are you listening to the interview with Sizzler?
Yeah. I never catch it fully, the whole life, because when I come in,
so what you learn from it?
We learn, so we have to come together and unite and make it work.
All them that just talk, man. Come together and unite. Every day everybody say that, every reggae artist said that. You have to come together and unite. You're not telling me what you learn from anything, man. That's just some vague word them there. What you learn anything when you hear the interview this morning?
But Jerry, what I'm saying to you, right, is just the thing happening if we don't unite or it will work. That me answer to you. Because I know the whole thing with Kalanji want the unity. That's
alright, tell me some ideas when you this morning.
I never, like I tell you, I don't get to vote. When I come in the board of the program, I'm in on the back and chop out some bush.
I'm not talking about the whole light. I'm talking about what you catch, what ideas you get from it. What idea?
Alright, well, I get the idea when we really get from it in my show is that we as Rasta have our own government and streamline our things to ourselves.
A vague talk them, man. Hear what him say? Him say him get crowned as president of the whole of the indigenous people of Jamaica. You did hear that?
No, I'm not come catch up part then.
Right now, them talk a whole about thing with them themselves can't explain what them talk about. But them not really want to explain nothing. They just want to dominate. A idiot business. A puppy show. Puppy show.
But Jerry, remember saying, you are Martin Planner and the Elder Rasta who did start them type of movements, you know.
Start which type of movement? Hold on. Start what type of movement?
We don't always say, you know, Rasta have them government and, you know.
No, me and Martin Planner never start nothing. I come to Martin Planner as a prominent Rastafari. And I see a whole heap of man a flock around him because I have a whole heap of ideas. I listen him, but I not flock around him. From my youth, I not bow down to an elder. You hear me what I say good?
Yeah, me hear you.
From my youth, me listen who them say are elder. And I appreciate many of them. I know many of them very well, but I don't bow down to none of them. But you have some people who love bow down to elder, you know. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just through elder beard might long, or elder can talk some things and you don't know if to talk them things there. Or elder can light pipe and drawing more smoke in him nostril. Don't you know say them things that them take and build up? Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Don't you know that? Me hear them start.
And a man boss a gritty.
Man boss a gritty. Me hear them start all call some of the elder them God. Don't you know that?
Yeah. In
Yes,
that
man.
time, yeah.
Prince Emmanuel. You know, after a while them start saying my God.
Yeah, man.
Leonard Owil. After a while, man.
Owil, yeah.
All kind of man. Lover cook food and give people and true man want free food and free herb. Man start say lover God. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
These are idiot movement. People, when people get little freeness, get free bike for ride, get free food, get free herb for smoke, and start say the man will give them thing they are king and God and king. Idiot movement them there. Fool. Don't time up with no Mortimer plan or nobody else, man. Don't time up with nobody. Mortimer plan are very intelligent, but at the same time, only part thing when Mortimer plan say, I don't agree with it. You can time up with Mortimer plan or nobody. I don't bow down to elder. A whole heap of my brethren used to go around Mortimer planner like some come around. And I decide to not come around to no Mortimer planner and no guy. I am not come around to nobody at all. All we are equal. Every human being is equal, you know?
Equal, true.
Yes, man. An idiot argument, man. It's a puppy show. But with time going to tell how it work out.
Yeah, true.
But thanks for the call, here, sir.
Yeah, man. Give thanks here.
More call. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning, brother Jerry.
Wagwan.
Everything is good, man. Yeah, man. I like the way in which you reason. You're a really critical thinker.
Well, I don't know what can help us if we don't decide to think critically, you know.
I'm here. Just imagine your youthful days. What was it like, Anto?
What it was like, Anto? Well, you had a lot of Come again? What you say? What it was like?
I'm just imagining you standing as a young man reasoning, and I'm just imagining the amount of people who used to stand around you.
Yes, man, we always stand around together, man. And you see when people want to boost you up too much, we say no, nobody to boost them up. We are brotherhood and a sisterhood. So the group of youth that we used to move with, we not try to big up or idolize one another. We just appreciate. And if you do anything good, we appreciate. Of course we appreciate. Musician, all them with it, I appreciate, but you know.
You and Skill Cole used to be good friends?
Yeah, man, up to now, me and him are good brethren, man.
Okay, how about that football team, Hausa Jed? I watched one interview and I heard one of the Rasta was talking about that team. How good were they?
They were very gifted. The Rastafari young people, the youth amongst Rasta from in the 60s, it's from in the 60s I can talk about. The youth amongst Rastas, the males, used to love sports a lot, and especially football was very popular amongst Rastafari youth. Because you know, say most Rastafari youth stop go school, and most Rastafari youth who have on locks can't get to go to school. So you find, say, a football game is one of the easiest things to organize. A football game is easier to organize than a track meet. Understand? And you find the football was one of the most spontaneous, organized things and enjoyable. And a football game is a game where both sides in the game can score at any time. You don't have a time for one side score and the other side score next time, like cricket. So you find, because in cricket the teams are divided in a time when one score and then afterwards the other one go score. It take longer. But in football, the two sides cannot score one time. One side can score a goal now and within 40 seconds from the ball put on the circle and the referee blow the whistle. In 40 seconds later, the other team can score. So it's up and down, back and forth, back and. So it's the quickest and spontaneously. So football was very attractive to Rastafari. And from in the mid 60s that I am aware of, a whole heap of Rasta always organize game amongst themselves, and some rust in between downtown and East Kingston, Almontown and them kind of here there. Early organized to have some football team. Then Alan Cole was one of the instrumental man who finally organized and have a team named House of Dread. I want to tell you, say, when Alan Cole all play for House of Dread in the early time, I'm never dreadlocks, you know, because in the early time, dread never really mean dreadlocks, you know.
Yeah.
Dreadlocks mean here, but when all Rasta used to refer to dread. You know, see, anyway, House of Dread did start to operate from, I think, in the late 60s or early 70s, but teams used to play together before that, especially at places like Wembley Club, all downtown, all down at Rhineland, all in the street, down at Rhineland, all about the place, especially from east to west, all about.
So were you a player also?
No, I was no football player. I play football, not some like amateur, you know, like a pickup thing, but I wasn't an accomplished footballer. I was never known as a footballer. The only sport where I did really where I did reach anyway in a track and field, but you know, on cross country, long distance running in a country, cross country. But anyway, yeah, the whole way I admire football because it's so fast going, you know.
So what was the reason why Skill Cole was not that more established in the Brazilian league? And
Alan Cole was well established in the Brazilian league. As him leave there, him decide to come back to Jamaica. Him leave there. He had a couple of difficulties, but that never really caused him feel, I don't think. He would have to tell you. Him tell me all the while, but I don't want to misrepresent him. But one thing I know that some developments in Jamaica did interest him very much, and him come to Jamaica. And after that, him go to America, go play professional football too.
Because for a player,
he was recruited, you know. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, for a team in Brazil to really recruit a player from a non-football country,
yeah,
it means that he was superior.
Yes, he was recruited because they were attracted, they become aware of him and other players, and them recruit him. Even Neville Oxford from him was, I think Neville Oxford also was recruited, another KC player. Was recruited from him their school too, and not only two of them, but that was the first two, and Alan was the more established one. They was recruited and that him go look no work there. You know, him could have played professional football anywhere in the world if him and a matter of fact later him accomplish a lot in coaching and organizing.
Yeah.
But listen me now, I don't say what I say now. He accomplished a lot in coaching and organizing when he spent several years in Ethiopia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know he once was a coach at our Arnett Garden here, locally.
Him coach at several places, man. But I prefer him to detail those things. I might still have him here and him can tell about them things.
Okay. One more question. Was Baba part of that team, Okajed?
Yes, he used to kick football with them, man. I don't think he wasn't a frontline player. He liked football a lot, and he wish he had an aspiration to be a top level footballer. And he was quite good, but not really up to the professional level. But him did have that. As a matter of fact, that is what kind of attracted him and Alan Cole to one another, because Martin Maplan always both a musical expert and a sportsman, football enthusiast. It bring them together. And Alan Cole always be very much respected by Bob Marley before Bob Marley knew him. You know?
And over the years, I see whereby football football helped a lot of inner city youth, and I've seen the country really invest in our football.
Well, countries hardly invest in football now. It's usually groups of people. And then sometimes you have some country who adapt it and really push it. But as you say, the main benefit of sport that I know is discipline. The benefit that people get from participating and watching sport is discipline. Because to be the best, you have to obey rules and play by rules to be really the best. And therefore the player benefit by the discipline. The spectators benefit also, because the spectator is to watch a football match and enjoy it properly. They have to abide by the rules. They do not encroach on the field.
Yeah,
You know, a spectator encroach on the field sometimes, all the crowd and going further and further and further, even in a cricket.
yeah,
For the spectators to really enjoy sport, especially in a game that play on a field, they have to abide by the rules. Don't go up on the track, running track. That's a form of discipline that, you know. Keep quiet for the start of the race. That's the next form of crowd discipline. That. So sport benefit human being in many ways, especially in discipline. You know? Time. People get more disciplined because they know say football match will start 4 o'clock. And if you don't go 4, you're going to miss half of the match. The most careless people start get disciplined and know say, boy, I leave work now, or I'm going to go work 1 hour early today so I can get to have 1 hour early for reach at the football match. So there's many ways that sport influence people for the better in terms of discipline, patience, all kind of way people benefit from sport. Patience, discipline. You understand me?
All right. One more thing before I leave. Why do we have a problem with this group who won the reggae Grammy?
I don't have any problem with it. You and who have the problem with it?
No, I mean I heard. I didn't say you have a problem.
No, you said we. You said we. You said why we have a problem with it is you. If you have a problem with it, you should tell me why you have a problem with it.
Meaning I don't have any problem. I mean, when I said we, I mean most of the people who I heard complaining about this group who won.
Well, people believe, just like our parents. Parents, two parents, a male and a female, come together and they produce a child or several children, but each one of them pay attention to each one. A child come and them help discipline the child and the child become accomplished either in sport or some other thing. The parents tend to believe like them own the child. Okay, the child reach 14, 15, 16 and start have near adulthood, and the child reach up in adulthood, and the child eventually start earn money or start find food for themselves. All when the child have find food for themselves and have all children for themselves, the parents still have a feeling like the child belong to them. So it is that Jamaica, the population of Jamaica have produced reggae. And reggae grew up and become a grandfather. Because reggae gone from 1968. That's how much year now? 54 year, right? The 54-year-old person is a grandparent most of the time. And reggae is now a grandparent. Reggae have picked the name dancehall, it have picked the name this, it have picked the name that. And the parents of reggae still are going like we own reggae. You don't understand me? It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you don't own reggae again, that's like you don't own your 54-year-old children.
But we're supposed to accept our outside children.
Outside? Which outside children? You mean other people will get married to your grandchildren? That's what happened, you know? The American artists will win the Grammy.
Yeah, that's what
is married them get married to your granddaughter. What you want? You want your grandson to marry your granddaughter?
No, I mean,
so you think we should accept our in-laws then?
Yeah, in-laws, meaning that we produce somebody else in another country.
And they're married to them.
Yeah.
So them is in music, like we have in-law. Them is in music.
Yeah.
Because they're married to music, and as you rightly put it, we should accept our in music.
And the good thing about it is good that somebody outside of Jamaica win it. Not that he's better, but I guess most of the artists here should look and try and see what they did, because
I forgot to some other calls, but I just want to sum up and say, I believe that what you are saying, one of the essence of what you're saying, it is good when other people can participate in the competition. Suppose Olympics, we know how Olympics start, how the Olympic Games start.
How it start?
Yes.
No, I have no idea.
All right, the Olympic Games was started as a competition amongst the Greek people in Greece.
Okay.
Then suppose the Greek people now did confine Olympics to Greek alone. Would it reach where it reached now?
No.
All right, I could try to learn from that. Thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Yeah, man. All right, good.
One more call. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Small.
Yeah, blind teacher from Salamar. I did not hear the program this morning with Sizzle and support.
Yes.
But from what you were talking, I have some issues, some question, some information I want.
Yeah.
I noticed that if the JLP come to power, they mostly look out for JLP people.
Yes.
Giving out gifts or contract and board and so on. And when the PNP come to power, it's the same thing with they're looking out for their people and so on. Stand to reason that the majority of Jamaicans don't have anybody looking out for them in high.
Exactly. That is why the majority who are misrepresented or unrepresented must organize representation, right, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Don't starve for yourself, organize representation.
Okay. Now, for quite a while, I've been having a little concern about some Rastafarians who seems to want to attain power, quote unquote, attain power. I said, notice I said some.
Yeah.
Not both political power and other type of power.
Yeah.
For example, I get the impression, I don't know if I can call the name.
Yeah,
name.
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't know. For example, a Rasta Black, for example, when he started out, he tried to run in several areas.
Many different constituencies, yes.
I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with him running either.
No.
It's just with him and some other Rastafarians that I'm wondering, because the impression I get of him talking from time to time on Miss Minute program and other programs, he's saying that he was in Chicago and somewhere set up reggae station and all type of thing.
Yeah.
And he said he came back to Jamaica and wanted to do something another, and he asked permission from Mali to set up, I don't remember if it was a studio or whatever it is, in Trelawney. Now,
yes, and we want to set up a Bob Marley Center somewhere in Trelawney there.
Yeah. The impression I get is that he would like a Rasta government. I don't know if I'm right.
But Rasta Black, they want a Rasta government?
I said, I don't know, I stand corrected.
All right, yes, go on.
It sounded to me like he said he wanted to form like a Rasta party. I don't remember the exact word. And it was going to be almost something like Marcus Garvey. And he said when he tried something like that, some other person went ahead and started another movement.
Yes.
It sounded to me like he was talking about the Marcus Garvey party. I don't know what
Yes, most likely, yeah.
And others. And he said he was disappointed. He said he went to Cornwall College, which I don't doubt.
Yeah.
And somebody who went to Cornwall College too started as her. It sounded to me, I don't think it's Aina Kamoza he's talking, but he didn't call the person name, but he said the person went to Cornwall College too.
Yeah.
Now, he and some other, now that is kind of political side to it, meaning to say, I'm wondering if what he wants is to set up a government where you have pure Rasta in the what they call the parliament, they are Rasta being prime minister and so on. So it sounds to me like if he get that, wouldn't he need the support of the ordinary man? That's one.
What is that? Hold on. I have to stop you right there, so. Exactly so. I have been encouraging, young as I was, I have been encouraging Rastafari from me a teenager, say, Rastafari must start political activity, because most Rastas were taught by the elders, don't deal with no political activity. We are a royal priesthood. We are holy men. We're not supposed to deal with politics. This is an idiot argument. But so I used to encourage Rastafari, say, let us engage in political activity. But when you engage in political activity, you cannot act like a superior to the rest of the people, because you are going to need the rest of the people's support. For you to be successful in political activity, it is most likely that you're going to have to need the support of people who are not Rasta. So therefore, don't go on like a superior. If you're going like a superior to people, how the hell you expect them to support you? And him and many other people have alienated a lot of the people out there, because them claims are Rasta higher than. How the hell can you be successful if you say that Rasta higher than the rest of the people? So now, a lot of the people, before them get to the proper understanding of what representation is and what politics are, them come like a jackass in a lion skin. The jackass, there was a whole story, you know, say people never respect the jackass so much like how they respect the lion and some other fierce animal. And because of that, one day a jackass see a dead lion and say, you know, I'm going to dress up in that dead lion skin and people will start to respect me. So him skin off the dead lion and put on the skin and start walk all about. When him there far, people start to yell him say, yeah, lion. And when them reach up to him, them say, right, that you jackass. They think say you're a lion. So a lot of the people them now claim to be Rastafari and therefore claim to be better than and claiming like them better than the rest of the people. That is a jackass idea. Matter of fact, it's a jackass and a lion skin idea. Most of them are ridiculous. Talk about them a king and royalty. It's a jackass idea. Ridiculous about royalty. Royalty a backside and about your king. And if you're president, what is the duration of your incumbency? If you are president, presumably you have been elected by some people to be president. What was the duration? If you're president, you must be elected for a certain period of time. Tell me what is the period of time we're elected for? Jackass. I know you may talk to you now. I talk to the jackass and the lion skin.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So the last, in an extension of that argument, you mentioned that Mr. Sizzler was appointed a king or something over.
No, him say he was crowned in Ghana. A man come in hotel come crown.
Okay.
I don't doubt that. Maybe it's true, yes.
Well, yes. I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is the question is one. It's just what I'm asking. One, who crowned him, and two, crown him over who?
I don't question them thing because plenty people have been crowned, and they have been crowned by somebody else. It don't matter to me. One thing, him not crown over me, and him not crown over the majority of my people. But they walk and tell these stories for you to start accept them. You know. Prince Emmanuel never tell nobody say my God, you know, but afterwards somebody follow.
That's the point that I was waiting to move to him next. So seeing that you mentioned it, there's I would call it sect or a portion of Rastafarian who worship at that point you was going to move to next. Who worship we call it King Prince Emmanuel as God.
Yes.
And then when they there, Mutabaruka had to curse one of them one night, just like we man say, you fool and the immediate because they say he was Melchizedek kid. One man who had no mother and no father in the Bible.
Yes, I'm Melchizedek.
Yeah, Melchizedek. And they believe that.
All right, look here. I'm gonna spend too much time and debate upon them like a ridiculous thing. I could debate upon the more serious aspect of what them doing, which is claiming said them is king over people, and claiming said them is president. How long you get elected president? Are you president for life? Because you have some people get elected as president for life, you know. I want to know if you are one of the president for life, or if you're not president for life, how long you get elected for, and this, that, and the other.
Okay, because I would want to know who elected him and president of
I don't dispute that he was elected. I just want to know the term of the office. I don't dispute that he was elected. Matter of fact, Asta Black is one of the people who did organize to elect Sizzler as president. Asta Black.
President of what?
Say I'm a president of all Rasta. Then after that, no, him start spread it now. I'm start out say I'm a president of all Rasta, you know. Then afterward, him say I'm a president for all indigenous people in Jamaica. I mean, here say get agreement from. Hold on, please. Hold on. I hear him get acknowledgement from some of the Maroons saying I'm a president over them too.
Louis that.
No, I don't deny that, you know, but I just want to get the facts. I want to get all of the facts. But I remember the time when them organized an election for president of all Rasta in a whole harbor. And Asta Black was one of the main organizers. And then afterward now, when them say them all keep the election, no election no keep, them say it's inauguration. So me question them and say, how can you have inauguration without election? All of a sudden, no election no keep inauguration. And after that, now them say I'm a president for all Rasta. And then after that, me say I'm a president for all indigenous people. I eat that business still, but I like to question it so that you can get the facts one by one. But most of them, they don't want somebody like me to talk to them, you know. They want some little idiot people who want to align with them. I power the whole of them, look. So most of the idiot them are lying with one another, you know, for trick the people. Because them know say a pack of idiot can come together and trick the people, you know. Like how because the JLP is a pack of idiot, you know. And the PNP is a pack of idiot. So they know it can be done again.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. They're organizing to pack up as a pack of idiot to come dominate over the people of Jamaica.
Alright.
But thank you very much, yes, sir.
Okay then.
Yeah, we have any more? Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, Jerry, well, greetings.
Yeah.
You just talk about the football thing. You remember we have a league named Black Shield?
Black Shield, remember that though?
Yeah, man. You know, like Price Lane, Campbelltown, and them team that could have get together and play the man up on Sunday down a bowl.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, you remember who organized that?
No, I don't remember, but I was part-time come from Campbelltown, you know. We used to play ball over ball, Jacko.
Yeah, man.
Yo-Yo.
A man like Garth White and Peter Phillips or some more. I wasn't a footballer, but I was a part of organizing. But them man that started. Garth White, Peter Phillips, and some more on the campus of the university. Organized a competition in about 1968 named Black Shield.
Yeah, right.
All the whalers did have a team in the competition. All Herman Woody King did have a team in there. And, you know, they get quite popular. And a matter of fact, I understand that is out of that the Corner League developed after that, and the Allen and also the Allen Cole football competition.
True.
But you know, nobody does anything for the first time completely. We all learn and then we improve on a thing, and you know.
Yeah, man. And you have Priceley and Campbelltown.
Every different year. Yeah, man.
All of them, you know, just like minor league.
Yes. And they call it Black Shield because it was encouraging the more conscious African youth and black youth to organize and get to know one another through football.
Right, true. And Alan, you know, it's part Alan first used to live around from Melbourne Road there, you know.
Yeah.
And then right beside Bina there, then them go out, then them used to live around beside Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Around there, so you know, and team. You know, but you know, you have certain man that talk about them a Santos man and them thing there, you know, see it. But the man that we are talking about, we're supposed to deal with Santos now, you know. The man that don't know nothing about Santos. Because I'm another foundation. When we say foundation, I mean Santos from Santos, they are cast. You know what I mean? With Puskas, Skill. You have another youth named 16, Michael Levy, and Camo and them man there. You know, they're from foundation. And you have some man that control Santos, and I say them a Santos. I know Santos.
No, hold on. Are you involved in Santos now?
No.
All right.
No.
All right, okay. So if you have some other man involved in Santos now, you can't fight them down and say them are not Santos now. Yes, you are one of the original. But when you put on something, you know, other people will take it up and continue it. So it don't make sense one generation of supporters fight against the next generation of supporters.
Yeah, that is true, but you know.
Yeah. But just like when me and you now, me respect the elders, you know. But me not bow down to them. And you'd have some people that encourage people to bow down to the elder. No, me respect elder. Me not bow down to elder.
True.
And you know, say the African tradition is very strong, so you must bow down to elder. Nah,
we
don't bow to no Queen Mother. Make Queen Mother go one side. Go one side, Queen Mother, make Paramount Chief. Go one side. Now bow to them. Me respect you.
You're not bow to His Majesty.
His Majesty don't require me to bow to him. His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie does not require me to bow to him. Did you know that?
No.
I never know that.
Okay.
All right, hold on there. Who gave you the impression that His Imperial Majesty require you to bow to him?
Because I see a lot I see kings and queens bow to him.
Yes, I see kings and queens bow to him, yes. I am asking you, who gave you the impression that Haile Selassie require you to bow to him? Who gave you that impression?
Well, nobody don't give him the impression.
Yes, man, I'm going to tell you who gave that impression. The same one who already give me that impression to. The elders them give you the impression that Selassie require you to bow to him. That is who give you that impression. And a whole heap of false thing them indoctrinate you know. But through me as a little youth now, me not easy to indoctrinate. Me never get indoctrinate one or two times, you know. But me not easy to indoctrinate. And two as me get indoctrinated. Me come from out of that. You know understand? Don't about me from your little youth now. I find out say I lie them I tell. Me know that. The man when they didn't call Jesus or Jesus, anything you want to call him, Jesus. Him they require anybody for bow to him?
Well, I don't know if there's a one named Jesus. You know,
all right, rest Jesus. I'm not talking about Jesus now. Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Him did require anybody for bow to him?
No, but I remember one time when amongst them disciples and things, and them say, who do men say I am?
Yes.
And them say, boy, he's a great prophet, you know. And them say, I say, who him is? And Peter say, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And him said, my flesh and blood never revealed this to you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it all depends on how a man sees.
No, you hold on there. What Christ mean?
Anointed one.
Then anointed, what they are they anointed? Then a most human being anointed. Then anointed means they are higher than people. Does anointed mean that you are higher than people?
No.
Alright, hold on. You play for Santos or you was a Santos man. When you go to practice and the coach look upon you and say, pick Alan Cole, and pick Carl Oxford, and pick this one, and pick that one. And him have two more team man to pick and him look at him and say, I don't like Jerry no. Jerry put two more guys. I never see him play no football no. And then call you and him pick you and say, anointed you get anointed. That's what anointed means. Say you get picked. Get picked.
Okay.
That's what anointed mean. Don't mean say I don't nobody. It means say you're a better footballer. Then better footballer means say me for bow down to you. No way. Anointed means say you pick, you get pick, you're special. It don't mean say you're higher. Special no mean higher. It means say you're special. Hold on, please, sir. Special no mean say you're higher, you know. It means say you specialize in a football. And the next woman over there, she is specializing in make man feel nice. And the next one over there specialize in a drive. Everybody special. Everybody have some specialty. Everybody. And that is what anointed mean. You're anointed to come teach the people about that. And the next one anointed to come teach mechanics. And the next one anointed to come drive car. And the next one anointed for reap crop. And for cross Artanic and orange, tangerine and orange and make Artanic. Anointed people learn to do them things. Everybody special in some way. When I quarrel in sir, come in anointed to quarrel.
Yeah. So isn't His Majesty a special person?
Very special like the whole of it. Everyone is special. Everyone. Did you hear me?
So why in 1930 all nation went to his coronation?
No. Not all nation went to his coronation.
72 nations.
No, not all nation went to him coronation. Here who went to him coronation? Those who was invited. And then any common person could have come in addition. But the important people come is those who him invite. The important people him never invite couldn't come, but him say all common people come. And back where any important people him never invite. You learn that? Yes, sir. I'm not quarreling, but we have to talk hard one time, through time short.
Well,
we have any more call?
Alright,
I'll call back, because we are living in peace here, sir. Next call.
Alright, my brother.
Good morning, welcome. Are you there? Good morning. Are you there? Anybody there? Only one more live chat is here, but anyway, anybody there? Yes, man. I want you to learn that. Haile Selassie don't require you to bow down to him. A main tradition come teach you that. I want to tell you the next thing. One of the first thing Haile Selassie decided to do when him get power in Ethiopia, abolish slavery. And he was trained to come up and accept slavery. And him say, nah, accept it. You don't understand me? Nah, accept it. Have a call there? We have some more live chat. One named Johnny Johnson, Morning Bongo Small, El Paso tune in this 7th of April. Next one, say what? The natal back. Call? Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Small.
Go on.
Yeah, me up on the road, I have a little time, I want to make one little suggestion.
Quickly, yeah.
Yeah, this is a Kalonji speech where I met now.
Whose speech?
Eh?
Whose speech?
Sizzla Kalonji speech.
Yeah, okay,
Kalonji
speech. Oh, yes.
Yes. I believe that Sizzla Kalonji is been selected by the Jamaica Labour Party.
You got that right.
Because Fabian Williams, so them because they have a Chad Curry, and them say them choose him to be the leader of indigenous people. I believe that.
I know JLP choose him to be leader of indigenous people. But one thing I know, them are rely upon him to support in the Augustown area and a whole part of the year, but starting in Augustown. That is not a crime, you know. That's not a crime.
Yeah, but I believe too they have problem with rich Mr. Curry. To be leader for indigenous people.
No, but him claims him a leader for indigenous people long before Curry become colonel. Long time him claim that, years now.
Yeah, that means that him would maroon them too, though.
No, you have to go fix your phone, you know. Yeah, if you really want we could get the benefit out of what you say, you have to fix your phone, because your phone broke up like yesterday. But you make some good point. Because if you can't make so much good point with half a phone, you can't imagine if you come with a good phone.
Yeah.
If you come with a good phone, then good make you leader for all indigenous people. You know that?
I hear
that. I not swell head, man. Go look at a good phone, man.
Alright, so me show you what later, yes?
And hold up an outrider.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes, 11 o'clock.
We'll be right back. Bess.
On this week's House Matters, more hospitality workers back on the job. Jamaica classified level 1 on CDC COVID-19 threat system, and Tourism Ministry expecting 2 million stopover visitors for 2022. Stay with us for the details. The Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, is reporting that over 90% of hospitality workers in the accommodations sector are back on the job. In opening the sectoral debate in Parliament Tuesday, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett said over 70% of workers in the attractions subsector are also back at work. Minister Bartlett adds that the reinstatement demonstrates the continued recovery of the tourism industry.
According to Statin, the total tourism labor force for October 2021 was 153,200, which represented 89% of the 2019 tourism labor force, which was 170,900.
In the meantime, the Ministry of Tourism is projecting over 900,000 stopover visitors to the island by the end of the winter tourist season in April, reflecting earnings of $1.17 billion. Minister Bartlett says the industry continues to show record performances in stopover arrivals and cruise passengers, which is an indication that Jamaica is nearing pre-pandemic levels. He adds that Jamaica is expected to close out 2022 on a high with an estimated 2.92 million visitors and earnings of $3.58 billion.
It's important to recognize the value of this earning, because if you recall, when the pandemic hit, we had earned $3.7 billion, and that was the highest peak in our earning. In this first year of recovery, we are now projecting to be $3.58 billion, just under 200 million shy of our best performance.
Minister Bartlett says the performance of the sector so far is an indication of the importance of the industry to Jamaica's recovery efforts.
According to Statin, Jamaica achieved impressive growth of 6.7 in the fourth quarter of 2021 And tourism, of course, led the way in driving significant growth in the overall economy and other industries. For the fiscal year 21-22, based on the recovery, the tourism sector contribution to Jamaica's revenue approximated 70% of the 2019 to 2020 revenue numbers. This signals strong recovery of the sector and the importance of its contribution to government revenue and the economy.
He adds that the relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions has also made Jamaica an attractive destination for international travelers. The United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has classified Jamaica at level 1 on its COVID-19 threat level system, moving us from a level 4. Level 1 countries have a low COVID incident rate. Minister Bartlett says this puts the island in an elite category with several first world countries. He notes that the move by the CDC is a stamp of approval of the hard work by the team at the Ministry of Health and Wellness and other stakeholders in managing the pandemic.
Nevertheless, Madam Speaker, this is not the time to get too complacent. In our space, the Tourism Vaccination Task Force, which we established, will continue the facilitation program for tourism employees to be vaccinated across the country. For we are still cognizant of the fact that strains still exist and they emerge from time to time, and that vaccination remains the only protection that we still have in a broad way.
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett. He says the Tourism Vaccination Task Force, headed by Permanent Secretary Jennifer Griffiths and President of the JHTA, Clifton Reeder, will continue the work to get all hospitality workers fully vaccinated. That's it for this week's House Matters. Join us again next time for more on what's happening in the Houses of Parliament. I'm Lorraine Mendez for producer Andre Palmer. Take care.
No containers, no mosquito, no dengue. So anywhere there is a breeding site, come make we get rid of them there. Believe me, people, don't play no fool. It's the only way to be dengue proof. Use repellent and cover up. But just in case you have a high fever with severe headache, pains to nausea, take a paracetamol, drink lots of water. No take no chance, still visit your doctor. Clear the site, avoid the bite, but just in case, treat it right.
A message from the Ministry of Health, sponsored by the NHF.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Vijam Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vijam Printers, your best choice in printing.
The station that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great.
My station.
Moving.
My station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Melody in our voice. Kemisha plays the music nice. Melody in our voice. Kemisha full of vibes. Bess FM run the town. Yes, I run the town. Hear me loud and clear. They run the country and the town, or the far and near. Bless the love and to Empress Kamisha on Bess FM, and it's all about the reset, you know. Mondays to Thursdays, 2 to 5 p.m. on Bess FM. Keep it locked. This is Warrior King, the Black Emperor. Come on, tune in.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi style?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, you know, and me check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? You waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
You big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
Yeah, try and call, you know, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
The enemy came
up against your heart.
Hey, this is Apostle Chevon Lawrence, and I'll be on Bess FM every Thursday at 9 p.m. with a program that is called Purpose Can't Die. In this season, you should win. In this season, it's your winning season. You don't want to miss it. Apostle Chevon Lawrence from Refuge Kingdom Deliverance Ministry will be on the air. This is your time to move into your goal that God has set before your life. Join me on the air, Apostle Chevon Lawrence on Bess FM.
I've got to go with my purpose. The Lord has prepared for me.
Hello?
Nadine?
Yeah?
Me just pick up one Maxfield Easterbun up by supermarket phone.
One Maxfield, but nah go do.
Nadine, that is all I could afford.
Uncle Pa, Daddy, and Jeffrey only eat bun back. And bun only come with front back and back. So where the next back I go come from?
If you want more Maxfield Easterbun, go up at the supermarket or check maxfieldbakery.com.
Yeah, I forgot send credit for put on service then.
Come on from my phone. Sure. Maxfield Easterbun. Do it to the max.
Wagwan.
Guten Tag. Buongiorno.
We are
The Kingstones.
I think I love you best of them because you're better than the rest of them. It's so amazing how I love you best of them because you're better than the rest of them.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best of them.
Yes, good morning. Welcome back to the program, into the second hour of the program here, the 7th of April 2022. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, sir. Come go up to Arlene Harrison.
Come again?
It's Arlene Harrison.
Arlene Harrison, the public defender.
Yes, sir. Come go up for 100%.
Come again?
Thumbs goes up for 100%.
Thumbs up for 100%. Well, let me talk a little slow, we can hear it clearer. Thumbs up for Ms. Arlene Harrison, the public defender. 100%.
Yes, 100%. Because of the decision that she had made and the ruling of the Rasta girl that was trimming football, sir.
Yeah, and Zinga King.
Yes, sir. I appreciate how she handled the situation.
All right. Now, yes.
And the DPP, I wonder how she feels herself at this moment.
No, you know. I'll ask you already. Please talk slow and please pronounce every word clearer. Please do so, make we hear what you say, sir.
I was saying the DPP, I wonder how she
I'm saying that the DPP, and most likely me saying that him wonder how she feel now. I'm not sure if I can assume that is what him say. Can we assume that that's what him say? The phone call cut off. But let us we have any more call here? Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Bongo.
Wagwan.
There, you know?
Yes, sir.
We are taking a program.
Yeah, man.
I learned something from this morning still with the program by listening this morning with Sizzler and Maxine.
Yeah.
So, my part is it. You have a lot of programs will go on the station right during the day.
Yeah.
But this program is the program where more like Rastafarian people call and Javiites and these kind of people.
Yes.
And here, like people calling more time and say them their class and them in the school and them a learn and things. So to me think this would have been the best program for the come to talk about that. But to me it look like them don't really want you to question certain things. So everybody have the same kind of attitude where them just want to put something on you and don't want you to question it.
Yeah.
So that's what me I learned from the program still. I don't know how you see.
Now what happens is that you might believe that most Rasta or more Rasta listen to this program than other programs on the station. That is debatable. At the same time, that program very graciously invited Kalanja Sizzler on their program. So I wouldn't disparage him being on that program and say this is a better program for him, because they were very gracious to invite him.
Okay.
And I have had programs at other places. When I was at the university radio station for several years, one of Sizzler's main supporters and assistants, a brother named Babatunde Tafari, used to, kind of form a link between me and what going on down at Judgment Yard and what going on in Augusta, because I was very interested in supporting the radio program and supporting them also. And matter of fact, one time him tell me that him suggest to Sizzler say my radio program would be good to promote certain things. But at that time I had just been criticizing Bonnie Wheeler and Sizzler, both of them claiming to be the head of Rastafari. Did you know that?
Yes, man.
There was a time when Sizzler was claiming to be the head of Rastafari in Jamaica. And there was a time when Bonnie Wheeler was also making that claim. And frequently through history, some great musicians have led their people. You didn't know that?
Yes.
And sometimes them lead them people because they have ability. And sometimes them lead them people because a musician popular and easy to get support. So sometimes the musician will lead them people have ability, and the next time they don't really have no ability, them have popularity.
True.
But because of that support that musician get, especially when them talk out some good lyrics, both Sizzler and Bonnie Wheelers at the same time was claiming to lead Rasta. Now when I examine them and examine what them are deal with and see if them really have no leadership plan, and I realize them not have no great leadership plan, but them just want to be on top. I criticize them and say, how you become president, because them did send invitation to me, how you did become president of Rasta. And then me said to Bonnie Wheeler, how you did become head of Millennium Rastafari Millennium Council and say you're a leader for Rasta. So the both of them never too like my comment. I never fight against them. I only ask them, how come you now become head of this? But them not like when you question them. If I ever show you the letter where Bonnie Wheelers write me after me do that, you're dead with laugh, because the two of them love use big language,
Yeah.
And this is a lot of people who have aspiration for power and who have delusion of grandeur. Delusion? Delusion is when your mind carry away.
True.
Carry away and have you in a different world more than the reality world. So the mind, your mind will tell you say you're a king to and you're not a king. Your mind will tell you say you're a lion when you're a jackass too. So that is a delusion. So you have a thing named delusion of grandeur. When some people imagine that them is the grandest thing in the whole earth. But it's a dream. Anyway, if you ever see the letter where Bonnie Wheelers write me after, you're dead with laugh, because Bonnie Wheelers, a man use some big language, Him write me a letter, one day I go and bring it here and read it to you, but I don't want you to laugh too much, Write me a letter, say, to imagine like a little idiot like you, him use the next word, I can't remember the word, a little idiot like you, Jerry Small, have the audacity to come and question a great something or another like me, Bunny Whalers, OJ, OD, and him name out some other qualification him have. You could have dead love. And you see when him say, and a little ball head like you, me have the letter, you know, that the letter can't show, you know. And it have big letter head pan it, you know, with the whole pack, and say, all like me, who is a, me and the Queen of Quabs, him write all that in the letter, you know. Say him and the Queen of Companion, you know. And him and the Queen of a friend, you know. And a guy like Jerry Small. Anyway, long story short, this is the kind of madness that takes some people's head.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the same time when him do that, my little brethren who was working along with him in Augustown and suggest to him, say, Jerry Small program could have helped highlight some of the work we are doing in Augustown. The brethren tell me, say, boy, Sizzler, say, if no want you not no Jerry Small, tell Jerry Small must go and take some breastfeeding from his mother. That for sure is that him feel hurt because I criticize. I remember, you know, it was in about 2012 I get a letter one day inviting me to attend an election that going to take in a whole harbor. And this election is an election to choose a president for all Rasta organization. So when I check out and find out now who it is organizing this thing, the letter sent to me under Miguel Lawn letterhead. You know, Miguel Lawn is a lawyer, and it's Miguel Lawn legal letterhead. Somebody write this letter and invited me. So I suspect Miguel Lawn and know nothing about it. You know. So I called Miguel Lawn and said, Miguel Lawn, I get a letter from a lady who says she named Empress Monique. And she writing upon your letterhead inviting me to some conference with them about elect one president for us. You know nothing about it. Miguel Lawn said, boy, I'm not know nothing about it now. But him know that a conference was supposed to keep in the weekend in a whole harbor, but him never know says them thing him a rig up, and him says, as a matter of fact, through me tell him that now, and them go use for him letterhead. Him say make sure say him nah go, cause him no want get mixed up in them thing there. And him say make sure say him go stay up on him farm the whole of that day and do some farm work instead of him going where people are trying to wind him up, you know. Two year Asta Black called me program and start say, yes man, there's going to be an election of the president of all Rasta, and I am one of the people organizing it. And he make sure tell me say, and Sizzler Kalanji is being nominated as being one of the men who going to run for president. So I say, who else are run? Who else them nominate? He couldn't tell me nothing else. So you see, by the weekend now, Cabo, IRFM call me and tell me, say, she hear about this presidential election for Rasta. She don't know nothing about Rasta. So she's asking me to come and co-host the program Sunday coming, because some of the organizers of this presidential election going to be on our program, and she wants somebody who know about Rasta for question them. When I go at IRFM this Sunday, and she bring on the guest who is one of the organizers, a brother them called Junior Negos. So the first thing Junior Negos say, there will be a nomination day for electing a president of all Rasta, and then a few days after the nomination day, they're going to be the election, and then after the election, they're going to be the inauguration. So me said to so Andres Cabo said to him, so well, brother Jerry Small is here, and he's going to ask you some question because to him know more about Rasta than me. So I said to Junior Nego, say, who and who going to be the voters in this election? Him said the members of all of the 12 mansion of Rastafari. So I said to him, say, name out the 12 mansion of Rastafari. Him couldn't name out the 12, but him name about 7. So I said the 7 of them, there is them going to elect this new president. Him say yes. He said by the time you know reason a little more, him stop talk about nomination, you know. Him stop talk about nomination, him start talk about inauguration now. So him say, you know, and there will be the inauguration of Brother Sizzler in Old Harbor on such and such a date. So I said, then wait, how you come here telling that you're going to have a nomination day when you name who going to run? And no, before that, I did ask him, all right, apart from Sizzler, who else is nominated to run in this election? Him can't name out nobody else. So when him can't name out nobody else, I said to him, so far as only Sizzler nominated then. Him admit it. And a little more down in the reason him start talk about inauguration of Sizzler next week. So I said to him, say, how you come here to tell you about nomination? And then now, you know, the word they tell you about no election take place. And now all of a sudden you start name out, say, Sizzler going to be inaugurated. How come Sizzler going to be inaugurated and no election not take place? So the whole thing start to unravel, say it's a set-up thing, and even Asta Black get compromised. Because Asta Black, who is a one-man organization, always defend himself. But it's the first time I was so surprised when I heard Asta Black come like him a support the election of Sizzler as president. But apparently problem did make a deal. I was hoping to make a deal, say, if Sizzler become president, he must get some big post. And so it was that little by little, the whole ridiculous poppy show start to unfold and make you know say it's a little setup. So I said to Cabo after during the program while Junior Niggas was there. I said this is no election, this is a coup. This is a coup, a seizure of power. And this is no election. It's not no revolution, it's not no election. And eventually, and this is the kind of way that a lot of the prominent figures in Rastafari go around the place and build up themselves to be some leader, some representative and some president and all. A lot of them do it. Matter of fact, more than half of the prominent figures who say them as leader of Rastafari have some dubious little ways to worm things around and get them influence and power and travel ticket to go all over the world and go conference. And when them go to them conference, they come back and report onto it. And they get told for money too. What about them get told for money too? From foreign leader and all kind of different corrupt sources.
Okay. Yeah, well,
so I don't feel no way when the next program invites Sizzler on, and I don't feel like it's only my program should have any Rasta topic. But when them come on now, and when you listen them good now, you say is a I wouldn't even like describe what it really is.
No, me not feel no way when time in next program interview them, you know. But me I say as a person who know enough about Rastafari and can question certain things, I think you would be a good person for them bringing time on the program.
But them now go bring me in because the first thing I explained to them, not to them, I explained to the public that this whole Rastafari month is a thing we cook up. It's a thing we cook up for Anna Bonnie Whalers. That is where the source of this Rastafari
month. Because when I understand, you know, is that Bobby Gaines at the head of this thing too. So me I wonder about it too.
Yes. And Maxine Stowe, who is Bonnie Whaler's good friend, before Bonnie Whaler's dead, she started to promote this thing. She also did promote Bonnie Whaler's and say my head for Millennium Comes, you know. Because you know friends help friend and friend help friend and friend help. So. Well, but me is not one of them friends. So you're not going to hear them call me. They know you're not from me. And I don't mind. I don't need to be heard from, you know. I am not one of the people who need to be heard from and need to be promoted and need to, you know. I don't need none like that. I have everything what I need already. I have everything that I need already. Life. It's lovely. Life is beautiful.
All right, teach me. There in a class.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. But it's only one class if you go in. You still forgot them class, you know.
No, I'm going to call them. That's why I could have called you and tell you to go out. I'm listen to them to know what wrong and what right.
I appreciate it. I'm not fight them, you know. I only examine them.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Any more call? Have any more call? All right, we have some live chat here. I want to catch up back with it, but now ask if. Now I'm going to make what happened yesterday, though, you know. Yes, man, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Have a call? All right. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, you're Franco. Hello?
Yes, man, I hear you, Franco. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Yeah, man, when you make them talk to for me like me describe, you know?
What that?
Yeah, man, when you say all humans being not equal, man, and then talk to man.
Yeah.
Respect them talk to each other, because we don't want to move to because we're not about to no one. You get what I'm saying? We're all equal. Some need, brother.
Exactly. No need for no bowing.
Yeah, man, no need for that, yo. Put that one side, yo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, for real, man. When you then, well, I'm going to you get some nice fish, man, I tell you.
You go down, alligator, where say you go down?
Alligator pond.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man, we get some nice fish, man, I tell you, brother. I tell you, get some bad news I tell you, the scammer and the thief them from Moby all over there, like, they want to take over St. Elizabeth, because I hear say, they might kidnap tourists and rob tourists and do all type of things with tourists on the road, you know, man. You know. Yeah, man, for real, man. I mean, my taxi brethren, Stitchy, pick up yourself, Stitchy.
Yeah.
And them a reason, when they run down, them a kidnap the little girl, them and rob them and do all type of things with them, you know what I mean?
Then where is the police in all of this?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Mm.
You know, but you know, so then we are hand in eye took her, then we are.
Yeah, but you know, police involved in half of the gang, them.
Yeah, man, for real, man. I know it, man. I really do it. For real, yo.
Yeah, man, we know that.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, yo.
Then if Holness involved with Brogard, then what you expect police to do?
Yeah, man, for real, man. He want excuse, you know. I tell you, you know, the reason with some people, you know, Jerry, that's why I have to respect you, you know. The people, them talk of the thing, you know, because the people that listen to you, you know, people that make sure, say, why, nothing, you know, because I listen to you and them add up things and look at things and I say, yeah, I talk the truth, you know. Yeah, man, that guy, man, a scammer, man. That guy, he has no shame, you know, and has no ambition, you know. And so my brothers and sisters, most of my brothers and sisters in Jamaica say, you know, we ambitious, you know.
Yeah.
We are shame, you know. Respect for one another. No respect for the people, you know.
Anyway, we'll go back and go and work out that. I'm going to go to the next call here, sir. Let's keep in touch with you, Agwan.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Bless up.
Thank you very much. Next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Rastafari, Mr. Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah, Mr. Jerry, we love you, though. You want to Wagwan, we love you. It's a pleasure to listen to you. It's a pleasure to hear you say, we love you. I tell you straight.
But don't feel like... Don't, anyway, go on.
Anyway, the point is, anything I go on, especially it have to do with the civil public, people can't afraid of criticism, and people can't afraid of people where come ask us some essential questions.
Yeah.
Because if you really genuine and know what you do, send them on. I not say send them on.
Yeah.
You understand me, so no one is supposed to fear of Mr. Jerry Small, you know. So if I do something, I love Jerry Small, question me.
Yeah, we need to know. We need to know the explanation of things. All right, for instance, me and your reason about them things all while. And when I first thing you talk like a while, you make the distinction between civil life and public life, and say people are working a civil life or public life, you can't be fair in the public. Well, it's the same way now. Me and you talk about them things otherwise too. Theocratic. Me and you discuss what is theocratic government, that is religious government. Yeah. And when me hear a Rastaman talk about theocratic government, he must go explain to me what him know as theocratic government, you know. Because me know what is theocratic government.
Sure.
And me know so when you talk about theocratic government, it's a religious government, and if it's that kind of government you want to set up, me know say you want to set up government where you are the governor for life. Because religious government not take no examination from people, right? Religious government want to dictate to people like Taliban. You know, not true.
Right,
not true. So when me hear man talk about Rastafari government, you know, said some generalship are going, unless you're willing to make me ask you, what you really mean about theocratic? Where you know which part? I want them know which part this theocratic thing I come from. Them damn well know too, but that's why them like it. But theocratic, move with your.
You have to explain. You can't afraid to explain unless you have something to hide. Unless you have some. I mean, call it
ulterior motive.
Or something.
Yes, sir.
If you're really straight, you're not supposed to hide. Come on, come with the question then. Come with that beg you come with question. Because the more you question me, the more you're going to make me think.
Exactly.
And become wiser and do what is best for us all.
Yes, and if I don't know the answer, I'm going to say, I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah, and getting your strength and inspiration to make me make a better decision. Sizzler.
Yeah.
My speech is Sizzler now.
Yeah.
If I can. I love Sizzler. Sizzler my artist.
Yeah, I love his music, man. I love his music. Most of them.
Let me show you something now, Sizzler. Me I tell you straight. So you saw him to His Majesty and I'm doing, you know. You saw him to Marcus Garvey trying to help, you know. So, Sizzler, let's be smart still and I make no one draw you down and go mix you up in a foolishness as them trick you, you know, Sizzler. Me I beg you, you know. You understand? Be smart, be humble, you know, and just open your eyes and your ears and make sure you go deep in your soul and check things and check every move you make, every one you deal with, and not make nobody, because you're a good artist and we love your Rastafari. Just be careful. That's that me I say. Me there listen, my brother.
Yeah, man, and as Bob Marley did one in our them song, never make a politician grant you no favor. Because once them grant a favor, they're going to want control.
They want to have you for life.
Not today, not today. Forever, for life.
Yeah. We don't want no devil grant you no favor.
No.
But you have got granting back favor.
Yeah,
and people them have after fight. I can't do that, so. My brother, Jerry, I love you. Bless
Alright,
you.
thank you very much. Here, sir. I wonder if we can catch up with some live chat. More phone call. Alright, more phone call. We're going determined to catch up with the live chat today. Anyway, good morning and welcome. Morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. Yes?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yes, sir. You know, listening the reason from morning coming on. And even when you look into the scriptures, when Christ was going away and, you know, one of the disciples asked him who's going to be the greatest.
Yes.
And him point out that, except one of you, I'm cutting short.
No, talk slow. We want to hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
One of them asked him who is going to be the greatest, and then what?
Yeah, him say to the one, say, except you become as a little child. And in my understanding, that is showing that even being a leader, you have to know to manage leadership, that you don't think yourself too high and better than, you know, the rest, because even in any group, there can be leaders and there should be a leader, because sometimes you will notice that you will have a maybe greater leadership skill more than I do. So it's nothing wrong in you putting yourself forward or you being nominated, but some of us, you know, when leadership come up, I believe we go to the head and then we try to demonstrate that, oh, I'm the better one and I'm the boss, which in our politician and most leading groups you find that take over. So when you become a leader, I understand, you know, you have to really know how to manage leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And the other thing is that leadership is a team activity.
Exactly.
No one person can lead. No
sir. Leadership is a team. Even if you be in the head, it's a team, collective body of people working together. And when you're looking at even a church organization, they have the same problem when one being elected to be a leader. One person will take over and want to run everything and, you know, manage everything, and there you have a breakdown.
Yes.
So the key to leadership, I believe, is management. You have to have a head screwed on that. Oh, it's not all about me. You know, also over the years, I always admire Rastafarian movement. But in the past few years, I discovered that I believe Rastafarian, you know, lose their touch in a certain way because of, I see them, you know, sucking up the privileges, and that is part of.
But I believe is the leader figure them you say doing that. It looked to me like it's the leader figure them amongst Rastafari sucking up the privilege, enjoying.
Look here, if you are put me in a certain position because of privilege, and me understand that it's not leading in the right way because of genuinity, you don't have to take on to it neither.
No.
Well, that's what I see over the years. They were really a well-recognized group, but little by little over the time we are understanding, we are looking and we are doing that. They're really watering down the standards because of privilege. But
so, and you recognize that the Christian church did suffer the same deterioration too? Same way the Christian church suffered the deterioration. The church getting bigger and bigger over the world. Over the last 2,000 years. The church getting bigger and bigger around the world. Huge. But what? Less good leadership. Huge amount of congregation, huge amount of collection, huge amount of riches. But inferior leadership. And yet in the midst now you have a little remnant there where always improve themselves.
That's true, because leaders are really, honestly, losing focus of what they started out for, the intent, what the intention was for at the beginning.
Yes.
Then it dwindles away to become personal, that
yeah, man.
I personify myself that, it's about me. And
I'm as young that, though. I'm as young that.
Same way. Yes, man, I'm a young man.
Yes, man.
Yes, sir. So, anyway, those that are in leadership, hold your position. Don't make it get to your head, because...
And there are elemental leadership. Apart from it being a team event, it is a service. So once you forgot says a service, you believe says a rulership.
Yes.
You know? I'll make people start call you prince and king, all kind of thing. It's not no prince and king, it's a service. A pure servant. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, sir. So bless up the Bess FM team this morning as well.
Thank you very much, yeah. Another call. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, man, bless up, Jerry.
Go on.
Yeah, man, there, man. Yeah, man, as Rasta, me are saying to myself, sir. What a man I say, I'm a royal. Yeah, me I try to understand me now. You know, in all our going,
yes.
See, in Jamaica, first, we don't have a constitution where I go for the people. See,
yes.
We know the system not set right. And you're going to say you're lead. But tell me something. Who are the indigenous people?
That Moano. Originally, I learned that indigenous mean the original people that inhabit a place and everybody else comes to them. But at the same time, I have to concede that it's not only people are indigenous, there are ideas and cultural practices that is indigenous. So you can have some cultural practice that say only the first son in a family must inherit the land. The other son, they must go inside and leave the land and go look something else to do. You have a thing like that, where only the first son inherit the land or inherit power from them father. That system named primogeniture. Primo mean first and geniture mean first one born. Geniture mean born or generated.
Yeah,
no, you can't start.
Jamaica,
Yes, you could have started a habit in a country that wasn't there before, that only the first son can inherit land. Or you can start a next tradition, say, all of the girl them, you have a next tradition that go on other place. It could have started Jamaica, say, when you have some daughter, the oldest one must marry before the younger one, and the younger one must marry and left back the older one because them going to turn old spinster and nobody now marry them. That's why when Jacob did go for one of the girl where him did work for him work with a man, and the man tell him say if you work 5 years you get the daughter there. When him go for the daughter where him want, the father tell him say no man, you have to take the older daughter first, So take the older daughter and work the next 5 years for the younger daughter. Now suppose we start in Jamaica have a tradition that say only the older daughter must marry first and so on. Once you start that tradition in Jamaica and it wasn't anywhere else before, that become an indigenous practice of Jamaica, So I concede that the Rastafari movement, as it is known, the religious part of the Rastafari movement, will rise up in Jamaica since the 1930s. Is Jamaica first that idea really start to build up? So if they want to include now indigenous to mean not only the earliest people that was there, but any practice that start in that country first before it start anywhere else, and said that also mean indigenous. Alright, I will accept that too. So if you want to say indigenous people, Rastafari is an indigenous movement because it started in Jamaica. Alright, I will concede that, even though I know that you did have a Rastafari movement in Ethiopia before, So I will concede that if you mean cultural practices can also be indigenous to a place. So I don't bother stay original and say it's only the original people who was in a place as indigenous. You can have indigenous practices also. Alright, so give them that. But you say Sizzler has been proclaimed by other people and him himself proclaimed it too. So him is president of all of the indigenous people in Jamaica. What do you think?
Alright. When we look on that now, seeing because it kind of look political to me, you know. But when we look on it, they just look like, say, like Babylon I use one stone to kill two birds.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see, what I want know is that Sizzler have a connection to the Bobo, the Rasta, the Bingi, see, and to the Maroon. So what them people are now do is a try to use him on a level.
All of them are trying to use him?
Not all of them.
No, it's not all of them. Because only some Bobo acknowledge some authority in him, some Bingi, and some whole Royal Coptic Church, and some. But him now claims say him get support from all of them. But here where him authority, where him say him authority come from. One man in a Ghana come to him hotel, come crown him and name him as that. But this is what people do, you know. People always have somebody who sponsor them. You know, say Putin did sponsor Trump, you know.
Yeah, but you must remember, you know, before Mugabe did, you know, Mugabe did invite Sizzler.
Yeah.
I think there, you know. I'm country, you know. And then after that, Mugabe starts say, who's Jamaica? Jamaica is just some Rastafarian where smoke weed and where. So
and drink liquor and drunk every day.
Yeah. So me not really recognize them Ghana where we are talking about our thing down here. So.
Anyway, listen here. I not take away from nobody anything with them get. So if a Ghana chief and king want crown him, I not take away that from him. I can't take away that from him.
Yeah,
hold on, little please, sir. If Mugabe want give him all the palan and give him all the honors and thing, I can't take that from him. I don't want to take that from him. One thing I know, him can't rule over I, and him can't rule over most of the Africans in Jamaica. Him wanna be, and him will set up Asta Black and Junior Nigga, some other guy, for proclaim him, and him will set up the morning program for boost him up too. He is for them king, not my own, and not the majority of people of Jamaica. And I make we see if them can come establish some rulership over it, like what them say them a king and royalty.
Pick up in, as me tell you, say, me see it politically like that come from in the government.
Yeah, man, labor right, not even government, labor right.
Yeah, where them a use one stone fix you two birds. Them gonna feel like same connection, and I don't know if I tell them but Rastafari is a movement. You understand? That's some man don't understand. Rastafari is a movement where we educate people and we speak for the poor. We advocate for poor people and each and everybody in the world.
I forgot to catch up with the live chat, you know. Call me back now. I forget, cause I don't want the thing happen like what happened yesterday. But the fact is, as you say, the fact is that all over the world, right through the centuries, people set up themselves to be over people. But there's a time that only going on for a time. And them hold on a little bit. Why am I doing now? Them late. I'm trying. Late. But hold on, I have to go now, please, sir. I'm late. Call me back, please, here, sir. I forgot to the live chat, because really and truly, we can't make what happened yesterday. Today. So here you go, we. Sister D. Ruben said, I didn't know Bongo said the royalty Monica with a great pan the eye. A sister Minute said that, but she not talk for y'all, just for some years. Them like that, them can't go out with that. Simeon Pigeon said, let them get to know who is the engineer of the group that won the Grammy. The engineer is from Jamaica. His name is Soldier Hamilton. So go and check it out. Knowledge feed from Jamaica. People. The Natal Basco said, the so-called corrupt DPP, the public defender shows up the injustices of the establishment, carry out against sentencing and all people fabricated violation. What I'll say is what I said before. The DPP try to corrupt and to prejudice the case against Nzinga. When she announced, she and the Indicom, both of them tried to corrupt justice. When they announced that Nzinga must go get her head examined and must get the psychiatrist, they deliberately do that to prejudice the case against Nzinga. You can't tell me nothing. I mean, I have to be a lawyer for know where you're up to. No pretty looks and bad character. Move from go from here, so it's up. Move from here, so and go with that. Thank you for the public defender. Sister D. Ruben said, the natal Brasco. I agree, so-called DPP, but our action show clear says she corrupt. The natal Basco says, Simeon Pinjan, are you saying the knowledge come from across the gully Bongo, Delhi? Al-Cable and Ace-Back say, Tarrant in the building again. Sister D. Ruben. Eli Pinnacle brother, love in abundance as always. Al-Kubalan say, fire upon them, Jerry. Fool, them fool. Bob Cosmic say, Bongo Jerry special request by Louis Armstrong and the Hot Five, the king of the Zulus, recorded in 1926. This song highlights the influence of Jamaica in the growth of jazz, in the genre of jazz. Alright, we're going to try to play that one there. Bob Cosmic say, yes, I sister. We're there again and we keep it straight like 6 o'clock. Keon Brown said, true Jerry, in the 70s I play ball. Come again, man. In the 70s I play ball, we do. So we'll come back to it. Where are you? Yeah, man. In the 70s I play ball over Club Socket, Roche, Burdu, and Rhymeland with the Yankee and them. Guto, yeah, man. All idea and sad. You and Crook say, Bongo, a lot of people have the idea that if somebody don't wear dreadlock, they can't hail His Imperial Majesty. That's nonsense. I agree. The natal Basco said, Mr. Small, you're on spot with that analogy pertaining to Greece. Talking about the Olympics, if Greece they don't confine Olympics to only Greek alone. So why can't some see the reality of changes and additions? The natal Basco asked a question, as Sam Brown, Mr. Small, talking about Sam Brown as one of the elders, yeah. Sam Brown was one of the more intelligent ones. We don't preach too much ism. As I can say that. The natal Basco say, the Babylon system is a vampire, but the truth will always be even if them turn truth into a lie. Nascimento, all football club. Johnny Johnson say, morning Bongo Small, El Paso tune in on the 7th waxing moon. Mr. Okay, I'll make out the word, a star in orbital. God's son God blessing us to Bess FM. Entertainment musicology. Carol Arios said, Jerry Small, top talk trash about reggae music. Reggae is an intellectual property of Jamaican sufferers. It is also a major profit center. Simply put, it is a very big multi-million-dollar industry. Well, I have to admit that you are talking a little bit of trash, talking about reggae music is intellectual property of Jamaican sufferers. That is not how intellectual property is determined. And a lot of people will mislead in some of the Rastafari brethren and sisters, telling them so that they use the word Rastafari must be copyrighted. You are an idiot. The only people can copyright the name Rastafari is Haile Selassie and his family. Haile Selassie and his family could have copyrighted the name Rastafari. No one else. And they are being misled by some people who talk about them an intellectual property expert. That's a general. Sister D. Ruben. Sister D. Ruben said, the natal Basca same so. The truth of the truth. It may cause offense, but an a sin. Kean Brown says, Santos used to train over a telephone company next to Club House of Dread. EB, Errol Barrett says so. Okay. Sister D. Ruben said, from where it sounds from long time ago, them crown him, and he go want to take Kalanji. And at that way the dirty Bobby Wrong take and seduce him and through the same one Babsy. I would like to think you want the best hi-fi ones. Yes, that's true, man. I have pre Sankofa. This thing I tried best with out doing it. You know, I'm working on. Yes. Yeah, Sankofa say, Hail Jah Rastafari. To your honor and to your glory, Negos, I am Akonen. I'm Briley Selassie, Jah Rastafari, Zion. Up a hill, Hail His Majesty King Selassie the First. Taki Lemko say, morning Bongo Jerry, Bess FM family all on board and chat. And the mix all over. Positive vibes as always. Respect. Bob Cosmic say. Takilemka, greetings family. Yes, we're there upon the right side of earth. Give thanks to the ancient DNA that has preserved us from that time till now and onwards. Mr. Johnson said, Jerry, they are advertising the Bascobel airport and saying that it is in St. Anne, while it is in St. Mary. Guess the geography is not right. True. Takilemka said, Nzinga's case never give the fight. And Nzinga's case of never give the fight opens up on more so. Now, the corruptive activities in the system, especially a great blow in disbelief to those who follow blindly, like rats in the piper's paradise. Takilemka said, Cosmic, give thanks, my brethren. Cosmic reply, on the matter of Nzinga, and I do not expect to be justified by the laws of men. So much things to say. Takilemka said, well said and to the point. And continues, Sister D. Ruben, hail, respect always. Bob Cosmic to Takilemka said, Rastafari movement is not politically active or aware, so anything can happen. Beating drum and sub-chalice have its place, but we have to be politically aware, otherwise it's judgment. Or true that, man. Sister D. Ruben said, respect order, aye brother. And she continued, Ras Bongo, no Rastafari get catch. The high reason I see him way it goes so. Them who are promoted to look something for something. Nobody they can say nothing negative to Kalanji. Cause him don't take no chat. Problem that. And if no one take no chat, don't take none. Johnny Johnson said, well, I just got through beating my drum in all four directions of the earth plane. In 1999, I was in Shashamane land grant Tamanac to Rastology. Same fighting business of all Rasta camps. Well, that will go on for a while, you know. A lot of fighting and discussion will go on before some people come to, you know. Don't make it get you downhearted. I just said that. Takilemka said, that's why I'm grateful of Bongo Jerry's opening up and exposing such important and addressing matters along in such relation with eloquence of grandeur. Sir Johnson said, Jerry, will the people of St. Mary be benefiting from the new arrival of tourists to Bascobel, or everything will be going to St. Anne? Like, that's like taking from Peter to pay Paul, well, you know, it go already. This thing, it a try it best, eh? No, I do not know. I mean, only say it a try it best. Yes, man, where are we? Yeah. Yes, Bob Cosmic again. Mr. Johnson said. And then Takilemka. Nzinga's case never give up, right? Bob Cosmic again. Takilemka, D. Ruben, respect always. Respect and honor. Ras Bongo. Wait till I just, what may I tell you? That's why I'm so grateful. Jerry will persuade the people. No, will the people of St. Mary. Johnny Johnson. Too much diverse doctrine. And certain people want to be the sole leader in the house of Rising Sun. Bearing fighting in Shashamane. I was there and witnessed it myself. Don't ask if it's challenging, but we will take on all challenge. Not boasting that we will overcome all challenge, but we will take on all challenge because that's the nature of life. It certainly is. Yeah, man. Here we go again. Yes, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yes. Bob Cosmic say, Takilemka, Bongo Jerry always keep it straight like 6 o'clock. He has always been this way. Sister D. Ruben say to Bob Cosmic, that are the root of the discontent, diverse doctrine. And Takilemka say again, Cosmic for real. And it's not that the weaknesses were not seen before by others. But of course Bongo's handling matter is quite clear. Cut and the balance every time. How many genre of music come out of Jamaica? Bob Cosmic in fight and in Shashamane, this is Sister D. Ruben. Over the same thing, diverse doctrine and money, all over them go on. So play that tune, Ras Bongo, diverse doctrine. I wonder who sing it. Sister D. Ruben, I mean, if I tell you, that is Bob Cosmic. Johnny Johnson said, did Jesus Christ of Nazareth have a mission statement to preach the gospel of prosperity to the poor? Yes, he also had a mission statement when he was crucified. Have a call? Let's get to the phone. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, Bongo, good morning.
Go.
My dear man, why you're determined to read out all the live chats.
Yeah, man.
I realize I don't have much time, but go ahead, quickly. Man. Regarding the vaccination of Jamaican people, I noticed Ed Bartlett continue to use this vaccination as the only thing that can, solve this epidemic or pandemic.
Yeah.
And that is flawed because I don't hear him promote, protecting your immune system or giving any advice. Want to other alternative. Why may I have to be vaccinated, say working at the tourism industry or a certain place in Jamaica?
No, what happened is that's not what he's about. He's not about giving the right advice. He's about assuring the foreign visitors that them safe in Jamaica because them are going to vaccinate everybody in Jamaica.
Next point. Regarding Sizzler, certain things is clear, great artists, good artists. Hear you mention about Bunny Wailer and so forth, and I believe you. You have man where have knowledge about these things, and thankfully so, and we're glad they bring it to the public domain. Because you see only the truth can set Jamaican people free. I just want all politicians to know this. Jamaican people are not fool. We see and we know, and we have people who are educated like yourself and Cabo and Muta and many other people.
Many others.
After the break, may I call it back. I really want your opinion as it relates to the church.
Yes,
may I mention something. We lose away just like Rastafarian in a sense.
Yeah, the church get very big and wide, but the message get diluted. But
alright, look more, my boss. 12 o'clock.
Thank you very much. 12 o'clock. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Thursday, April 7. Coming up, citizens urge to protect environment for World Health Day. Cabinet approves new rules for the appointment of principals and the Tourism Ministry to map location of farmers and suppliers. The news in detail after the break.
NIS pensioners. Early encashment continues. Any pension order voucher with a payable date in April 2022 may be encashed as of Thursday, April 7. Collect your April payments at your convenience. Simply visit your designated post office. Pension vouchers can only be encashed at post offices. A message from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
Now the news. The government is changing the way principals are appointed in the public school system. This following Cabinet's approval of amendments to legislation regarding the criteria for the appointment of persons to the post. These include Section 43, subsection 1 of the Education Act of 1965 and the attending sections of the Education's Regulations 1980. Minister with responsibility for information Robert Morgan says the changes are geared towards improving the quality of leadership in the school system. The amendments would also lead to adjustments in the general management of educational institutions.
The proposed amendments are to ensure that principals possess the requisite educational qualification and training in line with the current international standards.
Minister Morgan was speaking at a post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Cabinet has approved the award of a contract to Sagicor Life Jamaica Limited for the provision of administrative services for the Government Pensioners Administrative Services Only GPASO Health Scheme and related services. Minister with responsibility for information Robert Morgan made the announcement at a post-cabinet press briefing on Wednesday.
This contract was awarded at a rate of 5.25% of the first year's premium.
Under the arrangement in place since 1995, Sagicor administers the GPASO scheme on behalf of the government and provides health coverage for eligible pensioners. All government pensioners who will be in receipt of a pension from central and local government agencies are eligible for healthcare benefits under the GPASO health scheme, including teachers, police officers, nurses and civil servants. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has announced plans by the ministry to geographically map the locations of all suppliers and farmers who provide services to the tourism industry. Minister Bartlett says the project is being done under the World Bank's Ready To program currently underway across the island. He adds that the move will also make it easier for small farmers and businesses to further integrate into the tourism industry.
With development of an integrated base geographic information system, that is GIS mapping, so we can know where the suppliers are, we can know where our young farmers are, we can know where our craft entrepreneurs are, we can know where our artists are, and we can tie them into a central database so that they can ensure that they get supplies sold and help for development.
Minister Bartlett was making his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He says in addition to the database, the Tourism Enhancement Fund is executing projects to further strengthen linkages between agriculture and the hospitality sector. And health stakeholders are calling on citizens to work together towards a healthier, more sustainable future to ensure the planet can withstand the next phase of the COVID-19 pandemic and other health crises. The calls come as countries observe World Health Day today under the theme, Our Planet, or Health. In his message, Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton noted that the theme reinforces the need to build back better, adding that citizens must do what is necessary to mitigate the risk factors that can lead to public health threats. Director of the Pan American Health Organization PAHO, Dr. Carissa Etienne, is also urging countries across the Americas to continue making health their collective priority.
It is undeniable that climate change has presented significant threats to our region's health. Our health systems are also at risk, as too many of our hospitals were built in places vulnerable to floods, hurricanes, landslides, and other extreme events. We are working to address this throughout the region, but we all need to move faster.
Data from the World Health Organization shows that globally, an estimated 1 million premature deaths per year are attributable to known avoidable environmental risks. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. Foreign ministers from NATO nations are meeting with Ukraine's foreign minister today to talk about what more can be done to help Ukraine fight Russian forces. Dmytro Kuleba says the main thing his nation needs is more weapons and fast. Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg says NATO nations heard that message and pledges more help.
We agreed that we must further strengthen and sustain our support to Ukraine so that Ukraine prevails in the face of Russia's invasion.
NPR's Nathan Rott reports fighting is expected to intensify in the coming days and weeks in eastern and southern Ukraine.
Russia has said that it's now focused on the eastern part of Ukraine after being stopped around Kyiv, and its military movements suggest that's the case. U.S. defense officials say that all Russian troops have withdrawn from the area around the capital, all the way up to the country's northern border. Heavy fighting continues in the country's south, though, particularly in the city of Mariupol. And Ukrainian officials are saying that they're going to need more military support from Western allies and NATO if they're going to push back. Nathan Rott, NPR News, Kyiv.
The entire Senate has approved suspending trade relations with Russia and banning oil imports from the country. The votes on the two bills were unanimous, a show of bipartisan, unified support for Ukraine. President Biden's nominee to the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to be confirmed today by the Senate. NPR's Nina Totenberg reports federal appeals court judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is expected to receive the support of Senate Democrats and at least 3 Republican senators.
Jackson, once confirmed, will take her seat on the court in July after Justice Stephen Breyer retires, and she'll become the first African-American woman to sit on the nation's highest court. Her presence will almost certainly change the interactions among the justices. That's true anytime one of the 9 leaves and is replaced by a new justice. But in replacing Breyer, a moderate liberal, Jackson is not expected to change the overall ideological makeup of the court. Donald Trump's appointment of 3 conservative justices ensures that a new conservative supermajority will remain dominant for years, if not decades, to come. Nina Totenberg, NPR News, Washington.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has tested positive for the coronavirus, according to her spokesperson's tweet today. The 82-year-old lawmaker from California is reported to be asymptomatic. She's vaccinated and boosted. There have been a number of cases among Washington, D.C. officials and journalists announced in recent days, since many attended the Gridiron Club dinner on Saturday, though Pelosi was not at that dinner. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 188 points. You're listening to NPR News. Researchers project the upcoming hurricane season will produce 4 major hurricanes with winds of at least 111 miles per hour. A Colorado State University team of forecasters warns the U.S. faces another season of above-normal hurricane activity, underscoring repeated concerns raised by scientists tracking climate change's role in natural disasters. The team says it expects a total of 9 hurricanes and 19 tropical storms with winds of at least 39 miles per hour. The 86th Masters Golf Tournament is underway in Georgia, and all eyes are focused on Tiger Woods. As Emil Moffitt of member station WABE reports, the Hall of Famer has returned for his first pro tournament since he was seriously injured in an auto accident last year.
Tiger Woods' search for a record-tying 6th career Masters title comes after an auto wreck in February of 2021 that nearly cost him his right leg. The legendary course in Augusta has been the site of some of the biggest moments of the 46-year-old's golf career. It was a quarter century ago that Woods rocketed to golf stardom, winning his first Masters tournament with a dramatic last-round finish. After years of disappointing play and personal turmoil, Woods returned to form with another Masters victory in 2019, bringing him one closer to tying Jack Nicklaus' all-time record for wins at Augusta National. For NPR News, I'm Emil Moffitt.
Now, in the latest development on actions taken against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine, it's now being reported that Russia has been expelled from the UN Human Rights Council. You're listening to NPR News.
We live in a world, a country, and a moment in time
that makes you feel good.
I love the station. I think it's great. My station.
Moving.
My station.
Moving. Keep it right here. Keep it right here.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Hello?
Nadine?
Yeah?
Me just pick up one Maxfield Easterbun up by supermarket phone.
One Maxfield, but nah go do.
Nadine, that is all I could afford.
Uncle Pat, Daddy, and Jeffrey only eat bun back. And bun only come with front back and back. So where next back I go come from?
If you want more Maxfield Easterbun, go up at the supermarket or check maxfieldbakery.com.
Yeah, I forgot send credit for put on service then.
Come on for me phone. Sure. Maxfield Easterbun. Tweet to the max.
Easy! Let not your hearts be troubled. Just believe in God Almighty and daily renew the mind. As we live in this time when fake is more valued than real, lies prefer the truth, the unnatural put above the natural. This is Lady Donna, aka Double D Don, with a new song, Almighty Jah, encouraging your people to keep the faith that God will make a way. Get your copy today. It's on all digital platforms. Lady Donna Official on Instagram, Facebook, AsujaRecords.com. For bookings, Asuja Record label at Gmail. Almighty Jah!
Melody in our voice. Kemisha plays the music nice. Melody in our voice. Kemisha full of vibes. Best FM run the town. Yes, I run the town. Hear me loud and clear. They run the country and the town, or the far and near. Bless the love and to Empress Kamisha on Best FM, and it's all about the reset, you know. Mondays to Thursdays, 2 to 5 p.m. on Best FM. Keep it locked. This is Warrior King, the Black Emperor. Come on, tune in.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, at 2 months now, my transmission mash up, you know, and me check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose your problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. You hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try and call you know, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
Ah, what a relief.
Wagwan.
Guten Tag. Buongiorno.
We are
The Kingstones.
I think I love you, Bess FM, because you're better than the rest of them. It's so amazing how I love you, Bess FM, because you're better than the rest of them.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
Need a cab from anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the
Bess FM, the champion.
And you've got it.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best FM.
Welcome back to the program, into the second half of the program, you know. Second half of the program on Thursday, the 7th of April. By the way, Monday coming, 11th of April, that will be the anniversary of the Coral Gardens attack by the government against Rastafari all over Jamaica. 11th of April, Monday coming. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, sir.
Wagwan.
Yes, Bongo. Back again.
Yes,
I make another point about the DPP.
Yeah.
See? And you could say it better. When she talk about the young lady need examination.
Yeah.
She know what she did do.
It deliberate.
It was deliberate. Cause I know these people, they come with fancy word, but them not gonna tell us when them strategically make that statement about the young lady before even any investigation.
Yes.
Proper investigation.
She want to prejudice not only the court, she want to prejudice the public.
Exactly.
By telling them to, yes.
And I think she do it to the X6 taxi driver. No, the taxi driver that the guy is shooting at the X6. You hear me? The X6 person who shooting and killed KC, you remember?
No, I don't remember. What was the statement at that time?
I think after the case and so on, she basically does say, that guy, the taxi driver, he needs some serious counseling and, it needs to be examined. But the guy that drive and the man shooting him taxi where him do wrong. He just see that drive a taxi and even if he that evade the guy, you understand it was wrong for him to shoot in the taxi and kill the innocent young man.
Police get used to doing these things as normal, shooting into taxi. The other day when them chase a taxi man up into Mannings Hill with a passenger, full of passenger in them car and them fire some shot in the ear. They were acting as if them so noble. Imagine whenever fire into the taxi, we fire into the ear, and you are lucky. And you should praise us because we never fire in the car and kill a car. We can do that.
Jerry, I don't know much about the history of the Catholic Church or any established church, the organized church.
Yeah.
But my observation, even going to church and so on, and you can't see the politics, you can't see certain things, and you can't see a lot of good. You understand? But I think when you examine the church all over the world, including in Jamaica, I would have put a failing grade on the church in many respects. And I don't put a failing grade on the Almighty God who give us life. So I want to get that straight.
So you mentioned Catholic Church, right?
Repeat?
Hold on, you mentioned Catholic Church, right?
Yes, sir.
And is the Catholic Church you put the failing grade on?
Well, you
mentioned Catholic Church specifically. Hold on, please, sir. From the time when you mentioned Catholic Church specifically, and then you mentioned failing grade, it has to be assumed that is them you're referring to. What is the feeling you say of them now?
Well, when I examine the amount of young man who has been abused by these priests.
You mean sexual predators in the priesthood?
Exactly. And when I examine in terms of how rich they are, in terms of land, houses, and whatever they get offered, and how much suffering that exists with all these riches. I'm not saying that suffering will eradicate because they share their wealth, but it's as if their wealth is just for a few and not for the mass. So I don't think they're serving the mass.
Wealth is always for the few. Wealth is always for the few. Wealth is always for the few.
Generally speaking, I mean, they don't want to give the mass power in terms of land, in terms of access.
Yeah, that is the nature of wealth. The wealthy scarcely want to empower the poor to escape poverty. I
understand.
Because escaping poverty means you're going to join the ranks of the wealthy.
Well, if you're gonna profess Christ and love and equality and all other virtue and character that Christ teach, you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to put a failing grade on you then if you are so wealthy and yet you remember them is so poor and continue to be poor, and then the nation in which you're scattered in terms of church, in building, I mean, riddled with crime and corruption, and when it comes down to the time for you to speak out, speak to power, you're silent.
Hello. Say it's not good for you to have great expectations of other people and other institutions.
I follow.
Why should we have great expectation of other people and other institutions?
Well, I think that is where probably I can admit probably I'm wrong, and I may listen to you, and if you see a spade, you call a spade, and you should have expectation of, for example, me realize that this is a snake.
Yeah.
The only expectation me have with the snake is that him gonna crawl and him gonna sting.
Yeah.
You understand? So if me see certain characteristics of an institution, I could just name it.
Yes, and therefore, if you have an idea of a couple of the characteristics of a snake, it wouldn't be wise to be approaching a snake, asking a snake direction, You said to yourself about the snake sneaking, and them slippery, and most of them poisonous and them with it. And them avoid human company. And yet you go say to yourself, say, boy, I see a snake curl up in the square there. I mean it not bad, so I go and go ask him how long before the next bus come, or what is the right direction to come out of this jungle. But the jungle is dangerous, you can't tell me how to escape out of the jungle. Why is you approach a snake with them, So it's not good to have expectations of people and institutions that is not likely to serve your interest, You're only going to hurt yourself and be continually disappointed.
Definitely. So, I'm glad I call you. It's simple, but it's just applied, you understand, and don't get frustrated, because Jamaican people has expectation of so-called leaders, whether from CMP or JLP, and church people have expectation of pastors and bishops and so on.
Yeah.
But it's good to rely upon the Almighty and observe nature and do what is good and is in your best interest. And don't get frustrated.
Rely upon people who you have proven to be reliable. Because even taxi man and taxi woman and even airline, you are likely to have an idea about which taxi man and which taxi woman always drop you straight at the place, and which one we just turn off unexpectedly, and if you say to them, so you turn off and me late to go, and them start quarrel, because I have some other graves that will start quarrel. So you are likely to have a good idea about which taxi man and which taxi woman reliable. You're likely to have a good idea about which higgler we give a good bunch of banana, and which one, if you pay them for about half dozen banana or a bunch of banana, when you go home, you're liable to check and say them did hide one skillfully where rotten. You know them with it? So people will prove to be so trustworthy. You trust them to the extent that you prove them. If you know say somebody we give a good deal with a bunch of banana, you trust them for sell you a bunch of banana. You're not going to trust them with your life. Or, you know what I'm with?
Definitely.
Somebody yes, sir.
One more point, Jerry, before me go. And this is why I was so disappointed, When this whole vaccination come out and, the posture that, the World Health Organization have and the CDC and whoever. You understand?
Yeah.
And I realized I was expecting that, and I said there is no remnant of the church who don't speak out against it. But those who are, high up there in terms of the Jamaica Council of Churches, you know, the discrimination that come with this vaccine is like, you know, them say, you know, for discriminate against people who have HIV and you're able to work in the workplace because them can't give you it. And, you know, it has proven that the vaccination, whether you boost it or you take the 2 jab, you know, you can pass it on.
Yes, I can't stay long, but them not going to tell you,
Yeah, but, you know,
not going to tell you.
All right. Look who more, my boss. Me call you back next time.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Next call. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Welcome. Are you there? Next call there? All right, we are trying to catch up with some more live chat. But we have a piece of music to play. Somebody did request a piece of music from Louis Armstrong, and him said that it demonstrates the contribution that Jamaica has been making to the music from a long time. Now, this music recorded in 1924. So I wonder what mention I make. Because you have music from way back, I mention Jamaica or talking in some Jamaican proverb. It will be very interesting to listen to this Louis Armstrong music from nearly 100 years ago. But we have a call here. Next one. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon, Bongo Jerry.
Welcome.
Yes. I called to talk about several things, you know, but the Nzinga thing.
Yeah.
When I heard what come out of the DPP mouth, I was disappointed in her as a human, you know, because I would never expect a woman, not just being, even though you're a public servant, your job is to serve the government due to all of them corruption, but as a woman, you heard that a woman was assaulted, and your first thing is to say that her head need examining.
Yes. No, and remember, the DPP is not authorized to judge no case, you know. And she wasn't required to give her opinion in public neither. And yet she deliberately let go that. You understand me? Terrible.
So to undermine the young lady. That is why I believe these corrupt people we need some guillotines up by the parliament to get these corrupt people.
You need some what? You need some what?
We need some guillotines.
You need guillotine by where?
By them office doorway that when they do corrupt, when they are found to be corrupt. Because them it's not.
No, you don't finish the sentence. We need some guillotine by the parliament. We need some guillotine by them offices because what?
So that when we find them to be corrupt, when we try them and find them to be corrupt, we bring them out in the middle of the square. It's a public event.
Yes.
So as to ensure that nobody else, if you do that, ensure.
All right, hold on now.
Again,
So you are advocating that we listen to them carefully every day, and any day them give an indication of being corrupt, we surround them officers, surround the parliament, hold on upon them, and then carry them go chop off them head right outside right away.
We try them first.
No. Hold on. You say we need the guillotine beside the parliament or beside them office. That mean no. As you hear them give some suspicion of corruption, we advance to them office and put them on trial right away, right?
Right away.
And then before the end of the day, we execute them.
Same way.
Yes. All right, tell me something now. What experience you have in this kind of activity?
In what kind of activity? Revolution?
No, not revolution. Being judge and executioner.
I am not prescribing that one person should be.
No. You make a recommendation. That means you apparently have some experience before, but you're exercising it now. I've been prosecutor, judge, and executioner.
No, I have never had any experience of being prosecutor, judge, and executioner.
All right, well, hear me now. I have voiced the opinion repeatedly on this program that the Green Bay conspiracy that Michael Manley authorized and helped to implement, where several young men from the lower city of Kingston was taken over into St. Catherine and ambushed, and about half dozen of them was killed. I have expressed my opinion upon this radio station that what Michael Manley did there is a crime that is punishable by death. You hear me?
Yes, which is right.
Punishable by death. But I never advocate for the program here for move no guillotine go outside of the parliament or beside the DPP office and for right away hold them, try them, same time and execute them before the sun go down.
But that seems to be the only way that they will understand that the people are tired of their corruption.
Have you ever done anything that is punishable by death?
Not to
Don't tell me about not this or not that. Yes or no?
No.
You ever done anything by punishable by death?
Otherwise, from fighting against tyranny, no.
Anyway,
yeah, the next thing is the church, right?
No, I'm going to cut the call right or so. Next time now, you know better how to put cross things on the program. Thank you very much. Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon. Are you there? Welcome to the program. Are you there? Not there? All right. No, not still there. Are you going to go to some live chat? All right. The natal. No. Yes, Rasa Ibuna say. No, Bob Cosmic say. Rasa Ibuna, Jawush, diverse doctrine. Oh, was one then who sing this diverse doctrine. Diverse doctrine, Jawush. That is a request for a piece of music by Jawush, Ras Ibuna, and Jawush. Alright, we'll see. But really and truly, I can't promise somebody to play no music unless I listen it first. Because just like the call a while ago, who come in to suggest to set up guillotine outside a certain people office. Just two more, I'm going to read a couple more live chat because we have to catch up back with this thing. We in contrast say grinding slow, but grinding still indeed. Johnny Johnson say his message on his crucifixion, that of Jesus Christ, was he is going to his Father, take this bread, break it in my body. It's my body, drink this wine, it's my blood. Do this for remission of your sins, remembrance of a church mission. Al-Kebolan say, Ed Fartlet. Okay. San Covert said that repeating diverse doctrine by Rasa Ibuna. Johnny Johnson said, Elder Master Teacher Bongo Jerry Small Entertainment Music College. Have a blessed weekend when it comes. See that? Johnny Johnson said, who made Jesus Christ of Nazareth white? Now, white people. Sister D. Ruben said, give thanks for that. Rasa Ibuna, Jawush, diverse doctrine. Them take religion and make division and confuse religion with spiritual. And I know the difference through them Christian upbringing. Bob Cosmic to Sister Ruben. I am on dispose of religion from a longer time, and when I read the speech from His Imperial Majesty and spirituality, that set everything in stone for I man. Religion not spirituality. No, religion no. Spirituality yes. Sister D. Ruben said, exactly, make it clear and set I free from it. Religion is a personal choice, and I choose not to follow religion. Or follow anything. Man want, what's she say? Man want cut off them head. Yeah, he might talk about the guillotine, man. Kean Brown said the domain of man and woman is all corporeal, that means in the body, and visible nature on earth. Bob Cosmic said to Sister D. Ruben, religion was made up by insecure guys to oppress women and keep free thinkers in a state of being perplexed. No time for religion from this man. I am moved by the function of the heart. Thank you very much. We have any more call here now? Any call? Any call there? We do? Alright, let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to the program. Are you there?
Yeah, bless you, Jimmy.
Wagwan, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I called a while ago there. You know, kind of out of line a little bit still.
Yeah, I mean the guillotine, man.
Yeah. But you can't convict person without you investigate them and find out who you are convicting them.
Yeah.
You have to know where they have to investigate.
Yeah.
And then you know definitely where you go about, you know?
Yes. No, the way I'm term it, you see? The way I'm term it is like a lynching, lynch mob.
Yeah.
Because even the lynch mob usually claim that them investigate the thing, But it's a kangaroo court, the rush thing, quick o'clock. A matter of fact, him suggesting to move the guillotine beside the office from even before. So even before him start investigating, put the guillotine in place. And when you put a guillotine in place long time, that going to affect the quality of the investigation,
Yeah.
It's like you want to go somewhere and you need a taxi. And you forgot to the airport 5 o'clock and you need a taxi, but it's a taxi hard to get. And somebody said they might help and then bring a taxi there from 1 o'clock. And the taxi park outside a Trackle. It's forced them to force you to leave even before the time,
Yeah.
And therefore you might make a wrong judgment.
True.
Because them got to so much trouble to go get a taxi and the taxi don't even shut off and the taxi man say, alright, I want to take a snooze. Him out there Trackle. So he might tempt you to make a wrong judgment and move fast and do all kind of thing fast before the time. You don't even look for the taxi good and say the taxi never even want no red plate.
Yes, yeah.
So he might put the cat before the ask, because that the guillotine usually depend on a cat, You didn't know?
Yeah.
The guillotine usually depend on a cat. And then now more time he might put the cat before even the horse.
Yeah.
Guillotine first and then investigation. In other words, shoot first and then what?
Investigate. That's how she had it said,
Yeah. So I could get like a serious. You can't run joke more time about what is joke to you?
Yeah. If my listen.
Yeah.
Well, we are trying to show him now, said. That's why we want a constitution for all of the people.
Yes.
Where when we set certain law, when we are go for a person, and when we are investigate a person, we know definitely where we are go about and what we are do because the law done set already.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we want to set the law, change the constitution, get everything together. Seeing that means, when we are dealing with it, we know what we are doing.
Exactly. Like for instance, it is generally agreed that for an action to be declared criminal at a certain time on a certain date should not render people who commit that same action before that date there liable to the punishment, because at the time when them they do it, it wasn't against the law. Now is that kind of trick, is that kind of principle England claims that them full enough principle, and because enslavement wasn't a crime in their books at that time, they are not guilty of anything. Them brain them are used because it was not crime in their books, but it was a crime in other people's books.
Yeah.
And since it's a crime against humanity, it's not a crime against Englishman we are identifying. No English law we are going for. We are going for human law.
Yeah.
And humanity know from ancient time before rules and law write down, humanity know say no one have a right to stop another person's life.
Yeah. But me I say, how me I look on it now, with the royalty thing and them kind of thing there. If you ever use them, why not make him a senator then?
No, him who? Which royalty we must make a senator? Who?
I mean like all Sizzler now.
Yes, Sizzler.
No, better them just use him as a senator then, them things.
No, but them done declare, Holness done declare him as royalty already, You remember 20, what year was it? I think it was 2018. I think it was 2018 independence celebration.
Yeah.
Or probably 2017. Holness invite one president of our Africa country to come to Jamaica to be the guest of honor for the independence. And after the whole independence celebration, I reach up to a peak. Here how them crown the whole affair. Them usher in Sizzler
Yeah.
And 200 man on 100 bike. Them 200 man a film entourage, you know. And film bodyguard, them a film outrider, you know.
Yeah.
200 man ride in a stadium on 100 bike. Ride round the stadium 2 times. And then Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, along with the African Prime Minister, President, like what I invite one here this week. Because why you know, so them cook up the whole thing. All this one we are coming this week, a part of the same kind of arrangement, you know.
I think that Kenyatta did come.
Yes, Kenyatta them bring come here, especially because them know say Kenyatta father was so highly esteemed by Jamaican.
Yeah.
And them ride Sizzler in the place with him 200 man. They make him circle the whole stadium first. And then them bring him up on the podium. And the whole of them hail him and acclaim him as the greatest thing since Bob Marley in our music. And one of the greatest leaders of Rastafari. I don't know if you remember that part there, no? They hail him as one of the greatest leaders of the Rastafari movement, you know. And carry him up on the stage with the MP who depend upon him to make sure win election. The MP will depend upon him to make sure win election. The Minister of Culture, Babs Granger, who can tell you all the great things about Rasta. The President of Kenya and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and then go up on stage and crown him. And even up to the other day in the Scott Pass thing with Rita Marley, him tell you say since Scott Pass not available, from before that him did make Judgment Yard available to be the headquarters of all Rasta. And him tell you say Holness even come Augustown, look upon the headquarters and say this is a great place and it worthy of being the headquarters. You know, remember him to tell you that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'll only pitch them a roll and I prepare the ground long time for the...
If since them want to deal with it that way there, why them not making me a senator then to make decision?
No, because I'm higher than senator. No, them are make him higher than senator. Higher than senator.
Oh.
Yeah, higher.
Are them
Eh?
Hello? Are them use him, them just use him on that level there for popularity?
No, them use him already. And I pay him. And after them pay him now, because you don't only pay people with money now, you pay them a tribute. That's what you do. I would like to pay tribute to such and such a person. It's not money alone. And the word tribute means money where people collect. People supposed to pay your money. You call that a tribute, you know.
Yeah.
A tribute. So even taxes is a tribute. So you can pay people in a cash or you pay them in a praise. And praise is more valuable than cash. But me have to go and move up here, sir.
Yeah, man, bless you.
Thank you very much. You have any more there? Any more call? I'll go on some live chat there. Live chat again. Gary Brown asked me, Jerry, do you think a retired criminal should become a pastor? I don't think them should. I think a retired criminal can become a pastor. And the worst criminal can become a pastor too. But I think if somebody retire from wrong and confess to them doing wrong and discuss out all of the wrong with them do and then now declare to them not do no more wrong, yes, them can become a pastor, yes. But that's why them for talk out everything with them do first. Or talk out how them do things, that you can keep an eye on them, because they must be more willing to be scrutinized. Anybody who want any public office or any high office must be willing to be observed. Somebody even who join the police force must be willing to be observed by the public, you know. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon.
By the public.
Turn down the radio there, please, and answer the phone. Good afternoon, are you there?
Good afternoon. Yeah, Bongo.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on there?
The program.
Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm in a silver spoon there. I build up a house. God at the side of me. I mean, I tell you, mix some more time. I tell you, I'm a dictator. But when you're they want to tell you you're a dictator. It's imperial majesty. They say a dictator Castro. But me not see it so like that. Yeah, we do some people them Bongo. I just should be like free people. We are 5 free people them. You see it?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, man, me there, man.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, man, we tune in, man. Everything, man. Big up that and Bingy, man. Worldwide, New Orleans. We there, take it
Alright,
easy.
I'm going to read some more live chat, you know. Live chat.
Yeah.
The Natal Basco say, in the heaven of human conception, it's humanity which create God. And man think that God has made them in his image because they have made him theirs. Kean Brown say, as them say it was them God-given right to enslave and yes, them say them God-given right now. Next one, Jamaica first. A long time I tell my friend that Sizzler working directly with the JLP party. So my call, next call. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Suman.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, me there, man. And big up to all the callers and listeners worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Why, me I tell you, Mr. Suman, they say me university teaching turn up, man, for morning, man. Me can't listen to radio, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, and one of the main things we me like with the program is that the words, some of them words that we ordinary people understand. You break it down, so you know, and give it the meaning, you know.
Yeah, man, clarify. That's what clarify mean. Make it think clearer.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
man.
You ever say them sell no motor vehicle and it now have a windshield wiper?
No.
Because that the motor vehicle wasn't ready for you to buy it. I would have, if I buy a second-hand vehicle and it now have no wiper, I might buy it. But buying a new vehicle and it now have no wiper, you would have buy the vehicle, eh?
No, sir.
Because that would have shown
that couldn't show say new, something wrong.
That would have shown say it no done make, and if you can look on the windshield and see say no wiper under there, there's other place underneath where you can't see, and the other things I'm good to know underneath the night.
Yes. Anyway, more talk about
the car could have all a bad leg and not have no crutches.
Yes.
I mean, I buy no vehicle and no crutches.
Anyway, more talk about
That's steer wheel.
Radigan and so we.
What is about Radigan?
Reggae Granny.
Oh, Radigan, okay.
Yeah, me I say Radigan, you know, and Barry G, you know. The man, they are two legends in the reggae business, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, can remember one of the biggest clash in power radio was between Radigan and Barry G back in between 80s to 90s, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the man, they are legend in the team, man. How me check, you see all UB40 and them group there.
Yeah.
Them man, they make lots more money more than through Jamaican artists and out of reggae music, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the man, they make enough more money, so we are going to look to see Granny, I go to them people there more and more, you understand?
Yes. You can't stop them. You couldn't stop them from playing reggae.
No, and them have put out better product, you know?
I hear somebody all since morning I say them see some white man about locks and the white man don't even know say him supposed to get permission from Rasta to put on locks.
But that's how idiot me start. Listen me, way back in 79 when we just start joining up, when we come join the 12 tribe at town there.
Yeah.
All different type of Rasta. You have Chinese, you have white man, you have black man, every type of Rasta. You know?
Yeah.
So that I need that talk, you know?
Yes. And you can't stop that.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, man.
You know, so me vex who are going with some people young in Westmoreland where they must shoot off of their land, man.
Yes, man, I hear about some long-time resident where some big landowner.
That's why I say to all Jamaicans, you know, me have a message to tell them right now, you know. If anytime those politicians come to them again, they must make sure tell them, say, no land, no vote. No land, no vote. Because when we check you out, if you don't have land, Mr. Small, you can't prosper.
No, but remember, you know, one time, you know, it's only land could have make you vote in Jamaica, you know.
Aye.
And Bustamante and Manley trick the people.
Yes.
They come to the people and say, all right, land, you're supposed to have land for can't vote. And you did supposed to get some land, but nobody take no land. Take the vote instead, I know take no land. Come on. I check them trick and give a vote instead of land.
Man, so, alright, may I tell you something, man? My grandfather left for a piece, give me.
Hold on. Your grandfather what?
The part of piece of land, give me, join up.
No, you talk too far. Your grandfather do what?
Then the part of piece of land, give me.
No, you're not. You have to talk slow and make people say. Your grandfather dead and left piece of land, give you, right?
Right. And me join up with Lamp to get the title.
You join up with who? Lamp. L-A-M-P.
Yeah, man. Government.
Is a government agency supposed to help you get land, right?
Yes. And at 9 years, it take me to get the title, you know?
Then you know hear what them name? What them name?
Lamp.
Then a lamp, man. You know, you remember when we are youth? Remember when you are youth and them said, you have got lamps up somebody, that means I will fool them.
Yeah. 9 years, man. When I tell me I forget bad down a Kingman's pub when you go down to a cover in the show. They are tombstone, the show.
Yeah.
And they call me down there. You know, so you have to swear to all the Bible to get the title.
Eh?
Yes. Me have to stand up in front of them, officials them, lamp officials them.
We have to swear. Swear, so what?
Swear, say, whoever give me genuine army, are the genuine person for it. I'm sure we have it. Yes, and all the people them who surround the land have come to also.
Oh, and testify, say.
Yes, swear for telling, yes, him, you know. Yeah, man, so when me check it, as I say, especially the people them in a city, if you don't get land, their life now go better. Right? Because you come landless, picnic come landless, grand picnic come landless. So it don't make no sense. You know?
I tell you.
I want to check and see all those in a city where all 9 different families, 6 different families live in a one yard. There must be trouble in them the yard, man. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So when we say to Jamaica again, no land, no vote. And remember, tell the politicians them that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we link up Mr. Small. Barry Faster and Bess, Rocky Hill.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We link up.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. We have any more caller? Rocky Hill, him say. All right. Go back to some live chat, you know. Caribbean expat say. Bongo. The Rasta them up a bubble hill listen to you know. You rub out all a Rasta way. Plus who send you for breast milk. Drama to rat it, eh? So it go. Alright, we're going to listen to a piece of music now from Louis Armstrong from 1924. Named the King of the Zulus. Let's hear this. We have it? Let's go.
From Jamaica, and I don't mean to interrupt the party, but one of my countrymen tell me there's a chitlin rob going on here. Madam, fix me one order those things you call chitlin, but I call them in a tube, and I play one of my native jazz tunes.
man, that's a Louis Armstrong from nearly 100 years ago, from 1924. And just as I suspected, it named King of the Zulus. Just as I suspected, it make mention in there of Jamaica. And somebody's in there talking in a Jamaica accent, telling them something what to do. It named King of the Zulus. But I'm so glad for you. Is it all my brethren in the whole time music author to him name? A Bob Cosmic? Yes man, I man. A King Warrior trombone, but I wonder who for trombone, yeah man. Hold on, see that? Bob Cosmic I said 1926. No, not 24, 26. 1926 recording. Hope you like the sound of King Warrior's trombone. Sound familiar, doesn't? Of course, because down to the beat is not no typical jazz beat or no New Orleans beat. It have a, not even calypso. It's some more modern, more coming up in rocksteady or reggae, right man, may I tell you. And the next caller say Sesame say play Watchtower by Hendrix. I don't know if it's Jimi Hendrix I'm talking Watchtower. Sister D. Ruben said to Bob Cosmic, I will even go further and say it was weaponized to oppress women and suppress free thinking. That's a religion. Yes, Bob Cosmic said true, Sister Ruben. Yeah, that's great. The numbers again. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Now, it is clear to some people, but it might not be clear to all, that we discussing what we discussing here now. When I come to attack no sizzling or attack nobody, the fact is that when people making claim in the name of our people and making some big grandiose claim, and when it is being promoted, we have a duty to shed light upon it, because some of the people who helping to shed publicity upon this thing, them know say is a whole heap of generalship a go on. Whole heap of generalship a go on. No matter come to be no hypocrisy. Whole heap of generalship a go on and whole heap of alliance a make to come get powerful and big up on top of the back of the black people. Look how long people are right on black people back. And now as the next set of black people now are come plan to come ride on black people back again. A direct cudgel business. When you listen to what go on, man, you can know how the direct cudgel business that go with the British and the treaty. Let's get back to the telephone. Good afternoon. Afternoon, are you there? Welcome. Next call. Alright, that one left. Next live chat again. D. Natal Basco said, Dan Drummond, no man, this is long before Dan Drummond time. Dan Drummond never born until about 1932. And the music record 1926. Taki Lemko say, appreciate the selection. I was just away from the system coming to give the ups, thumbs up. Roy Dicker say, Hail Bongo Jerry, thank you for another week of great performance and information. Full joy your weekend, thank you. We have another caller. Good afternoon, welcome. Welcome. Anyone there? Telephone is here. Anyone there? Somebody on the phone? Alright, we don't hear any response, although the phone did ring. 619-1508 is the telephone number. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. And we have another piece of music to play. None of Jaja children, no cry. But let's get to the telephone first. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Very nice, man. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, when you tell me about your terminate call, what that have to me? Tell me now, call radio. You're going to see some minute from me.
Hold on, talk slow.
When you tell me about your terminate call, what is that going to do with me? You're going to tell me about the world, or the island? No, tell me, you're educated. When you tell me if you're listening, you terminate a call, what is it that to me? If you want me to call, some company and say don't call back the program. You're making a point. I send something, you tell me about if you're listening, you will terminate a call.
Yes, hear this now.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear what I am saying,
yeah,
I will listen to you for a while, but after a while now, you still don't want to hear what I'm saying. I'm not going to listen to you for no longer.
But I was listening to you, the man from the blind man.
No, you're listening to me when somebody else talk. But when I responding to you, you know what I hear what me I say? I will take that for a little while, but I'm not going to take it for a prolonged amount of time.
No, you tell me that.
Alright, we're not going to argue about that. We don't have enough time to trash out those things.
No, we're not trash out nothing.
Alright, what else are going on? What else are going on?
I told you.
No, tell me what else going on different from that. What else going on?
Well, so far so good, me alive.
Alright.
Thank God. Just there tomorrow.
Alright, thank you.
Next week, yeah.
Next week, good. Great. We have any more? Alright, we have a piece of music from a piece of request. None of Jaja Children Cry. We have some other requests, but I'm not sure. We have to be careful of playing music and never hear it yet, because sometimes we get some nasty surprise and sometimes we get some other kind of surprise. But this one I'm familiar with. None of Jaja Children No Cry by Ross Michael. Ready for that? Let's go. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Oh, good afternoon, Brother Jerry. I'll just recap on this land thing that you're talking about, because without land, it's like a death sentence to some people, you know.
Yes.
Land means a lot, because if you see what they do in the United States with the black people, who they take from them, make sure they don't get no land. But all the European people, them come in and them get acres and acres of land. And therefore that put them in a great stand, and the black man no have no land.
Yeah.
Therefore, you know, you just become peasants and beggars.
Yeah, you become a worker.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and it's the same sort of thing happening here in Jamaica, because, look, okay, I come from Westmoreland, and you know, say, Sugar Estate, they own whole heap of land in Westmoreland, right?
Yeah.
From the early 60s, when Tate and Lyle love it, them start give up certain land that was a bit difficult for the machine to get down there for the cane. So land is available on Westmoreland, right? Okay. Apart from that, now China take over the cane field. And a lot of cane field in Westmoreland now hasn't been planted, because they might get the contract to do cane from St. Elizabeth where the estate closed. So they're not interested in, you know, planting more cane. So the land is just there doing nothing. So therefore, I think the government should try and give people more access to land, so that it give you a bit of independence, especially when you can plant food and help to provide for yourself and your family.
So tell me something now. If one of the political parties, you see, was far different from the government party, what them would do?
If they were different?
If they were far different. If they was far different from the government party and these things going on, what them would do?
Well, I think you'd have to say, well, land reform have to come into it.
Yeah, they would have talk out. Plain. Because it's easy for people to understand, you know.
Yeah.
It's easy to people understand what can be done, and it is something simple. But if the party is not far different from the government party, what will happen?
So we got nothing there, no nothing.
Yeah, because them now want to call out and explain to everybody what create the problem and what can be the solution.
Yeah.
Because them don't want everybody to understand that it's simply a matter of having your own land.
Yes. And I say the land isn't there, the land is available. We can't tell anybody that.
No, it's not available. It is vacant.
Yes.
It's vacant, but it's not available.
Well, yeah, they don't make it available for the people. They want to tell them so they don't have no land. But me no land there.
Yeah, them,
I mean, I talk about the estate land, but you have other land around Seacoast, but me not talk about those more. Me talk about the land them as a boy with me and my friend usually run around, go pick up mango, cushion and bathe in a river. The land they're not doing nothing, brother Jerry.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel
hear this
so
now.
upset about
if you pass through a district, you see, all the while, and the young lady them in the district can't get any work, and them not getting no boyfriend. Most of the boyfriend gone with farm work or them gone somewhere. A young lady not get no work. And when you pass through there, from you go sit down in a shop or you sit down in a bar, any young lady you pass, you call them, and them say good evening, and you say, you want a soda? And them say yes. And you ask them want some lunch, and them say yes. And you, any little thing you ask them want it, and you give them. Because no work now go on. Don't you go and love that district there?
Yes, true. Yeah, you talk sense, yes.
Yes. Then now, it's suppose some people come through there now and start to give out some nice work to the young lady them. And say you can't even stay here home and do them work. See these pieces of cloth, yeah? Stitch them together, and when the week done, you bring the 50 pieces and make you stitch together. I'm going to pay you $10 for each one. You get $500. Time $500 could have buy something good, or $500 US. And all of the young lady them will get something to do. When you go through that district again, you know, and you sit down and shop, you know, see now a young lady pass and slow down when them pass the shop, you know. When them pass the shop, them walk up fast because them want to go home go stitch up them thing.
True.
And you going to notice now, say, the whole heap of young lady will always slow down at the shop. And the whole heap of young lady will always turn their bar. And you can give them a sweetie. And then you give them one little kerchief. And you give them two little things and them always so glad. And you give them some lunch and them so glad. And them and when you go with them, say, what? You can't carry me with you. You know, you're no young lady say that to you. And when you take a stock and find out, say, people come in the area and give the young lady them work. So through that now you can't get no help a young lady for buy for no ice cement money. You not gonna feel good about that.
No.
So it's the same way now. Them not going to explain politicians and other people who can explain things to people. Not going to explain all of the reasons to people what making hardship for them, you know. Because them want when them friend come through, come open a liquor factory and thing, then get people to work cheap.
True.
And if them want a girl to go sleep with them, get her to go sleep with cheap. So them not going to be alerting. They're not going to be waking up people and alerting people. Even the farm work. You know that lately over the last few years, and it's happening a long time, it's happening over 70 years now. Over the past few years, if a man forget a farm work ticket, me say him have to pay money to the political party for the farm work ticket, you know.
I understand that now. A couple of years ago, you know, I get to understand that. You know.
So even the farm work ticket will come free. For carry him away, for go work for low wages, because the farm work ticket is not high wages, you know.
No, I know.
It might be high wages for the Jamaica, but it's low wages for the people in Canada. That's why the people in Canada. That's why the people in Canada.
Yeah, that's why the Canadian people don't want to do it.
Don't want that work.
The labor.
Yeah. And although it's a low wages, the political party still a hold on upon the farm work ticket. And you have to give the little local council and the little local organizer and delegate in the party. You have to give them $8,000 more money. Plenty money. Right. Not 8,000, not years are plenty. Years are plenty more money than that. Somebody tell me the money. What about money?
Yeah. Or else you can't go up on the farm work. It's not like free for all. You have to pay if you get that ticket, like you said, if you go do some farm work.
And if you have 100-acre land, you go and left your 100-acre land and go up on a farm work?
No, sir, I go farm it.
Yeah.
Because, like you mentioned, that I see him because my grandfather, he tell me, say, him did get a job. He go work for the West Indies Sugar Company at the time, then call it Wisco. And him get up the Monday morning if he go work, go over work. And him say him stand up and him said to himself, But me have land for myself. Why should I go and work for the sugar company? And him just turn back, and since then that's what him farm and support him family, my auntie and uncle them and everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. So that gives you a sense of independence, but I don't think the politicians want you feel independent. Want you depend on them all the time, so that they must get your vote, and you can't tell them to go away with them $20,000 or whatever.
Exactly.
You know, because you depend on them all the while, and they don't want to give you that independence. They don't want to teach you to fish to give you that independence. So they keep you away from that by not making you own a little piece of land.
Yeah.
So
and even the police force. The police force not paying a whole heap of money, you know. But it still pay more than what the average youth will leave school can get.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
you will always not only two things. You will always not only have a lot of youth who want to run go join the police force, but they will also be willing to ill-treat people if them know says that the boss want.
Yeah, true.
So in both get a work that is not easy to get. And him will do more than what the work same for do. If the work same must observe in the town and see to it say no fight no broke out. Him willing not only to observe say no fight no broke out, but him willing for dash where people goods off of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And dump in a one truck and go away with the people goods. And when him go to station or them go somewhere else, him and the other one them share up the goods, even though that wasn't part of the law.
Yeah.
If him know same boss want him to do that, him willing to do that, even though him not know not part of the law. Not every one of them, you know, but some of them willing.
No, some of them. And, but I mean, I say, how do we get away from that?
How you get away from that? First thing, you have to start manage your affairs good first, because you're not going to make no good decision until when you manage your affairs good. You see, if you not manage your affairs good and you work every week, you work for wages, and you stop at the bar and buy all 20 beer. You know 20 beer, how much that?
Yeah, a good piece of money.
If the beer are sell cheap enough for $250, that's a $5,000, you know. No, not 5,000. Yes, that's a $5,000, you know. 20 beer, you know.
Yeah.
So you know when you go to eat, you go drink 8 beer. And you go buy your friend 6 beer. And the next one come, you get 3 beer and you give the bartender 3 times half for a drink, and she say, all right, me not drink it now, you know, give me the money. So that means a 20 beer you pay for. Before you go home, and when you go home now, your money short.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you're not going to be able to make no good decision about how to change government, you know.
No.
If you not handle your affairs properly, you can't make no good decision about how to get politicians to thief, you know. So if you want to start make good decision, if you want to start make good decision about politicians, you have to start make good decisions. Say, I nah hitch up on a bar or buy no 20 beer when I get my pay.
All right.
I nah line up and buy no lotto every day. I nah line up and buy no lotto every day. Because as long as I spend 10% of my pay, I buy a lotto. Imagine, I work $20,000 a week. Every week, I take $2,000 out of my $20,000 buy a lotto. If me can make good decision about politicians.
No.
So the first thing for prepare you for the same things where you ask other people. You say that people and say, boy, that person is smart and intelligent now. I'm going to ask them what to do about Jamaica politics. The first thing for you start make good decision just like the person where you ask them opinion. Start make good decision. If you want to buy 2 beer when you get your pay, buy 2 beer. And go home. And stop buy 20 beer before you go home.
Yeah.
Stop pay $2,000 lotto. And try cut it down to $100.
Yeah.
And try start handle yourself properly. And you're going to start make good decision about everything.
Yes, because, you know, I try for myself and I say fortunate me got land where I can plant food and it come in handy, and if me have excess, me share it among my friends and neighbors. So me say, well, I wish a lot more people was in that position.
Well, yeah, for reason. You see, especially people who don't have no land. Try see if you can reason with a couple of them. Or make them know, say, if you don't have no land, you don't have no right to buy 5 beer when you get your pay.
Alright.
Or the 5 beer where you buy, I'm going to make it longer for you get a piece of land.
Yeah.
I don't run no joke.
Yeah.
But I run no joke, you know, because people if you understand, say, don't sorry for yourself, do something about the situation. Do something about it.
Yes, true. Yeah, boy, so for me look on it as a big problem and a big, hindrance to the people who, a lot of them willing to help themselves, but them not get, the help they need.
Alright, the first thing we could start look about our own problem them, and then we will get to know how to look about the community problem. I forgot to some more call, yes sir?
Yeah, alright, thanks for it. Alright, respect.
Next call, good afternoon, welcome. Hello, are you there? Good afternoon, welcome to the program. Not there? We have some more live chat, I will get to them. Next one. Yes, here, see it now? Parody pirate say, but he wounded us for our transgressions, he was buried for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Quoting from Isaiah. Sister D. Ruben said, trombone vibes in our heart. The eye feel it deep in our spirit. The wailing of our ancestors. Yeah, man, the trombone have a wailing sound, I tell you, man. Bob Cosmic said, all instruments have their individual quality, but the trombone is majestic. And at the same time, somber. That means serious. And that may be the wailing that they are hear. No doubt about that. Sister D. Ruben agrees, said, majestic for real. And she continued. Ras Bongo, I'm surprised at the suggestion. I would ever request any less than our honorable vibes. I know that tune. I know the tune. Just not remember it. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, no. Oh, the suggestion that I have to go listen. I just understand you. The suggestion that I have to go listen to music to see if it's clean. No, it wasn't about you particularly. It's just that. No, don't feel no way, sister. This Cecil Meyer said, till the soil, man, plant food. Tackle them cause say. Takilemko said, it was good pause in the guillotine calling his tracks of violence, which only exist to continue more of the same. There's always a better way to resolve the issue than continues the vicious cycle. Alright, let's get to our phone. Phone still there? Alright, good afternoon and welcome.
Afternoon, Jared. Jared, I beg you play music from my name, School in the Joke. Tandra, man.
Alright, we'll see if we can get it in.
The School in the Joke, wicked music, man. Alright, cool.
You wicked, alright, good.
Good.
You know,
good.
I go for plate, you know.
Eh?
I go for plate with you when the Duke boy, the Queen, grandson.
Yeah,
but
when the boy them come.
Yeah, but me say boy, when I give him now deserve them school in there.
Oh, true. Yeah, man,
All
School in the Joke.
Have a next call.
Alright.
Do it. Alright, next one. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smart.
How are you doing, ma'am?
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You know who's speaking to you?
What the place name, the man? How the place up in the hill, the name again, man?
Oh, you're wrong.
Another guy's hill, lady.
You're wrong. Mr. Small, we are going.
How are you, say, Miss Montego Bay? Yes, Miss Holiness.
Yeah, long time I not talk to you, Mr. Boy, today. I not talk to you today.
What you said to me? I true you never talk out like what you always talk. I couldn't mistake you, man.
Alright. I hear it now. I not talk to Mr. Malcolm neither. So I pass through you and hear you. Mr. Small.
We're going up a carnival court.
Why?
Nobody tell me that. Tell me where you call
like first.
Tell me where you call
Things not pretty like first.
Yeah, tell me where you call about, man.
What I call you about, right?
Yeah.
People said, Here Selassie is God.
Yes.
But here Selassie is no God. And him tell them, say, him are no God. You know the reason why they continue say he is the Most High?
Yeah.
War the down of Africa.
Uh-huh.
and him go down deep. Them plant some boom in the earth. That's when you pass through, if you step on it, the boom blow up. And him go down there and him put him foot on one of the boom and say a Hebrew language. Right? Language can control and language can clear. And none of the boom they no blow up.
Yeah.
Them never feel good. Them wire the place again.
Yeah.
Them no go on because go down there and insane word. The last thing that them do now. So comes you see the soldier them from that day until now dress up in a green uniform. Them dress up in a green to match the green bush and then cover under the bush. Have them weapon in their hand. Target for when they see people them down in Africa come out, then them kill them one by one or two by two or how them can kill. You know what he did? He go down there and he speak the same Hebrew language. And you know what happened? The trees start to bend. The trees start to bend and beat the people them. And the last that is the one that happen now. Then don't give up, then go back down there. And what happened when him speak a language from Hebrew?
What happened?
Please pop them all over them in a then close all bout and then run left the gun. And from that them say, here Selassie must be God. Just like how me and you can brother and sister, we don't know, cause 18 miles from town, and we can't family and we don't know.
Then how we are going to make it? How we are going to make it? So how we are going to make it? Ma'am?
Yes, Selassie.
No, but how we are going to make it? If you and me can be family and we don't know, how we are going to make it?
We have to live good.
So just live good and not...
We are hurt.
So we are saying we have to live good and not social distance. But if a pure social distance, the humanity are going to dead out.
Well, then set the trend already. But what I am saying right now, right? By blood, we are relatives, right? Yes. And we must treat one another good because the same person that are one hurt.
Where is the same? Where is the same goat? Where is the same goat to stick the sheep? I go stick the
ram.
Eh?
Yes. So he's not no God, but he, and the thing is it what I look to, Mr. Hughes. You see, Mr. Small.
You call me by other man name, you know. You see me catch you though.
It's alright. You see, every country go through something.
Yeah.
Right? And what we are saying with Jamaica now, them say, out of many, we are one. And the more Jamaica develop, the more it gets serious. Because when me and you are made a picnic, we could have go anywhere.
Yeah.
Any much o'clock. Me as a young girl go anywhere. Man a smoke. Then only hurry me cigar me yard. Not even stand up and look on them.
Right.
Young little boy, then raise them up, right? But the more the develop and the more people become self and come powerful, we get more wicked.
You too? You too?
No, I am not in it.
Now you say we. Now you say we get more wicked.
You see, like how you would have on radio talk now, and if you talk the truth, not everybody ever like you.
No.
Some of them would have not even want to call you or talk to you and so. So anytime you live for righteousness, you not have no friend. You can't friendly, because if you're friendly, then team you and juke you.
Oh, yeah, sir.
So, big up every time.
I Miss Joyce, right?
Yeah, man.
Same one, boy. Boy, you're divorced. I look how far my drive come.
Me not divorce you.
Eh?
Me not divorce you. I watch you on TV. And now and again, when I get to call you, I decide to tell me I call you. You can't ball, because guess what? Years, Mr. Durvan, no hear from me. Years.
Let Durvan go one side, man.
I used to my big friend, man. All when the pitney them a go to school, I mean a problem and want little help, me used to call him and he tell me what to do.
Oh. Come, I forgot to say you're diaspora. Yes, man. So thank you very much, although you did lay me off.
No, man, no, me not lay ya. No one again you will hear from me, man.
Eh? What you say, week on and week off?
Yes, because remember, say we live far, you know, so once a while me come here and lay and
but you not have to tell the people over there, say you come
and plant little peas and then me come back and look for you.
Oh, you come here and come plant peas and then you come back
no,
and
what I say, once a while I come and look for you.
Yes.
Then I go back a country, plant me peas, plant me corn, and then me come back and look for you.
Yes, and tell me if the peas catch.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Prosperity, my brother.
Prosperity. All right.
Yeah, we all here.
All right.
But we have to wise.
Yes,
Wise.
Yes, man. You have to have a wise. You have a wise to inherit the prosperity. You know,
exactly.
no make none of them MP they beat in the head with no stool here, man.
Let them know when me know bigger than them, because the last time some of them come here, then say, boy, you don't want no spokesman, because me all the fault when me have, all when me want to do, how long this, how long that.
All right, nice hearing from you.
Yes, Mr. Small.
All the best here, man.
Okay.
That's a Miss Joyce, she name Holiness, Mr. Holiness, you know, and she give me name. You have more? Yes, sir. I tell you, no boy. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
What's up, Bongo, man?
Well, go on. I'm not that trench, that.
I got trench, man.
How are you, say?
Yeah, man. You're in high breeze, in high
We get a message here since morning, you
know. All right, you know, we take it.
Yeah, man, your son with the hospital, say, man, urgently. You know?
Oh, you never hear that one else. You never reach down there. You have to go a morning.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I'm going to keep in touch with you, too.
Yes, man.
Where else I gone?
Why? You see the clarinet and something that with the data with them trim door, you know?
Yes, Nzinga.
Yes, you know, turn on back there that time. I do a different than our Bongo.
Yes.
Aye. And you know, say, a whole heap of long locks, what they call Rasta, did that blame the daughter, say that he deserve what they mean doing to him.
Why should they deserve that?
Well, I just chew all them instinct, you know, and going around and fooling the people. You have a set of people, you know, because you notice. He said people that we are changing on the case now, you know.
Yeah.
And them same one that come up here and motivate, because two of them Rasta man, they will not say that the daughter, if you get, when she get, it's lose the case. Them is a part of them. Them is a part of the said people that we have to come up here and want to talk, you know.
Yeah.
And them same one, they said massive there, them in sure dirty water in the data face, you know.
What that thing?
And them a come up here and now you that say them all Rasta and I say them all this. And I have to, even my brother lying, that me also from that me not even to talk.
Yeah.
Because I whole if I accept them, man, but I see them thing where you say, they drop out trousers, man, and bleach and them I do this. I said ideas there with them long locks out. Enough of them.
Where is it? Sure.
Yeah, man, and coming over with this politician, me hear you talk this morning, say, them a come but late. Because when them a come with them, no one has joined up with politicians. And 50 years ago, me in them, there's something. I see all the politicians, they friend up them.
Yes.
Join up with them, turn them against them one another, and then left them.
Yes, yes.
And at the same road, them that we are coming, and I want to tell about them, a politician and them, yeah, I see them road, them a walk.
Carry, yeah.
Same road to lamps and one another, and them not no discipline.
Yes.
Because I charge on the whole of the place then. You hear me, sir?
Yeah, man, I hear, man.
And even when some of them got the bingy and if you take off them turbans and then we are there in a place because I saw the things then there. They say they not do it.
No.
So I don't know how them come tell people these things. And them are a Rasta before, even when we are Rasta, they no ban it.
You know that?
I ain't way in a Rastafari things, it was a man who tried to Rastafari. Me I go humble myself and do whatsoever the rule is to keep that congregation going.
Yeah, man, because every team have to have some rule.
Yes. But when you just come make some rule and I broke up everybody session, you mash it up again and I come and you say, Mr. Walk back you. And I go on like I said, if me no deal with you, me and a Rasta. And that time me a Rasta before you born, me no understand that.
Long time.
But anyhow, Bongo, that day your program really at you know.
Yeah, man. Them from here, you call me and Miss Joyce just call me.
You had to them say you also call, also listen, also people are call this a program. I say them can't come with all the foolishness and not trick up our way, you know. We see it, you know.
Yes.
Because some of them, when they run, come, they not even know, say, so the best FM go and call at them and them people they live.
Yes, yes.
Them run, come, because hand out people and give people things like you want to come tell me how you did hungry.
Yeah.
Some people come take food from you now. We don't want no food from them.
No, sir.
I mean, then steer with their money.
That.
We is not for sale.
Not for sale, no, I tell you.
But as you tell me, we are the next one. And you know, me dep on the road more often, not only my son, but different place.
Yes.
So I mean, I really can't second one time. But when you see them, you listen to your program, come in. Because last night, me hear for a motor program, and them say, his daughter get released from the sentence or something.
Which one that again?
You know, a motor program, I don't know how long I know listening, but I've been littering and reading.
Yeah, man, which daughter get released?
Endinga.
Then what a wicked thing at England, a little girl go to school in England. She have exam, you know.
Yes.
And she go to school in England, a little black girl.
Yes.
And the teacher see her in the exam room.
Yes.
And claims that she suspects the little girl carry the ganja come to school. And send for police. And police come to the school and take her out of the exam. And carry her in a room, go search her, take off all her sanitary pad through she has her period, all them things, you know. And search inside her and find a ganja. And make her put on back the clothes same with them. Now make her go tidy her go bathroom, you know. Go back in the exam same way. Black girl, you know.
Yes,
I tell you, man. In a 2020, I think I last year, Tom.
Okay, yes.
But it just a come out now.
Yeah, man. So you see, lots of way our lock said Rasta them go on and everything. When Babylon said then go and go sign and then go and go join.
Yes.
And when them see the paradise, the things that come to Rasta, you want to see them come up back and you see them way like say.
Forget to them share.
Traitor.
Yeah.
But them are traitor, them are wolf and them are traitor.
Them don't collect already, they want to come collect a second time.
Yeah, man, and so and most all the while when you check them out, them are politicians, Rasta them too.
Long time.
Rasta, bless up, sir.
We want love here, sir. So just just give a young man that check, man.
Yes, as quick as possible. If me here early, I mean I move, but tomorrow that better for alright.
I think him say him their sentence be.
Yeah, man, I'm the sentence be, man, and you know. A bigger brother not there around today, so you know. But through me the out when me do get one day, me have to try do so many things. But tomorrow I will do that.
Take it easy, me I'll contact you soon.
All right then, Bongo. Blessed.
Thank you very much. We have more calls. Next one again. Good afternoon. Next call. Good afternoon. Are you there? Kind of lose that one. We have some more music to play. We're going to keep on top of the live chat. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. I tell you, let us go back now. All right, Sister D. Ruben. Tackle him. Why I made gone higher? That's why I have to laugh. I tell you, the one with the guillotine. Caribbean expert say, Bongo, could you explain briefly the Vietnam War? Call me, check me tomorrow early in the program and talk about that, man. We have so much things to catch up on now, the Vietnam War, you know. But it was all about the spread of communism, the capitalists and the communists a fight. Christopher Melbourne said, greetings, Bongo Jerry and the Bess FM Massive. I haven't heard from Mr. P in a while. Mr. P. Which one name so again? Kian Brown say Augustus Pablo. Taki Lemko says, Sister D. Ruben, your reply is understandable, sister. Respect always. Okay. Taki Lemko, laugh till him cry. Boy, such a voice. Me love it. Yes, ma'am. That a Miss Joyce my talking. Kian Brown say, guerrilla warfare, true. Taki Lemko say, Miss Joyce every time. Sister D. Ruben said, truth cause enough offense. No. Bob Cosmic says, Sister D. Ruben, yes, that call I had did well gone. Seem like the nurse of Bellevue now did them job properly. Sister D. Ruben to Bob Cosmic. Them must have did listen Jerry and him take for himself. Keon Brown say, rise up that trend, yeah man. Speed recover to the ice one. Good. Sister D. Ruben say, hey Ross Bongo Jerry. And Zinga sue the DPP. You did hear? No, I never hear. Yes, I think I did hear the lawyer suggest that. Tackle because I Keon Brown, I endorse that too in respect of Jack Trenchtown. True? Mr. D. Ruben say, I did sound Jack Trench first night and bitter sugar. Oh yeah? Yeah, Ross Miguel Lana, blaze a fire. A blaze of fire hot. Bob Cosmic says, Sister D. Ruben, yeah, I know easy. Keon Brown said, they say what we know is what I'm going to teach us. I think, which one that again? Ambush? Or Black Man Redemption? One of them. One of them. Alright, we have a phone call, eh? Let's see if it's it or we'll play some music. Phone, get back to the phone.
Okay.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yeah, Jerry, I want to ask you a question. Why is His Majesty, when they ask him if he is God, why did he say, they must tell him that the people that he is not? And he said, who am I to deny the people? Yeah, right. Why did he say that if you know it wasn't so?
If what wasn't so?
I'm saying it himself.
Alright, hear this now. Haile Selassie has been asked about those things many times.
Mm-hmm.
And him give him opinion many times. And then now when him come Jamaica, him come to visit him same people.
Yeah.
I'm saying a long time him want to come visit people, but him never want to visit them under no queen. Him thought that, you know. That's an embarrassing thing for the government, you know. Haile Selassie say him want to come visit the people a long time, but him never want to come visit them under no colonialism. And them was still under colonialism. Now one of them pass in place, one of the politicians pass in place and then get, you know, sometimes a few of them get a little chance to talk to the Majesty quietly for a few minutes. Because even my old man, they get to talk to him for a few minutes. One of the politicians get to talk to him for a few minutes. And so disorderly as to say to Haile Selassie, we want you to tell the Rastaman them, so them not for regard you a certain way. And Haile Selassie knows that that is no place of him a politician to become an approaching him the visitor now and I tell him what him to come say to the people where him come visit. You know understand? Haile Selassie never come visit no politician, you know. Yet the politician take the chance now to come try what. Set the cat or the lion mounts the pigeon. And you know the pigeon stand for peace. So Haile Selassie just put him back in him place, say, who am I? Is him a talking now? Haile Selassie I tell him intelligently, say, who the hell are you? But instead of him say, who the hell are you? Him a deal with irony, you know irony?
No.
Irony is when you talk something well tough, you know, but you talk in a soft way. That even the idiot.
Okay.
Even the idiot, I wonder how you talk to him so soft, but you talk in some tough word. Haile Selassie said to him, say, who are you to come and ask me to do that? But him just put in this word, say, who am I? If you go tell the people that because you want me to tell the people that, and that him I do.
So him never say whether he is or he is not. He just leave it at that.
Haile Selassie has many times addressed those questions in Jamaica, in Ethiopia, in United States, in Canada. Many times I've addressed those things and discussed those things.
Okay.
And he make speech about the Bible. And him all make speech where him saying that the speech, him was saved by the blood of Christ. You know when somebody take a shot for you?
Yeah.
Tabby we dead, we there. Who him take a shot for?
Him son.
Yes. It's take a shot, you know.
Yeah.
Him son still alive. You hear me?
Yeah. Me hear
His son is partly still alive through the blood of him father. You got that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Well, I listen also say, him was saved by, like you say, boy, I saved by the bell. Well, no bell, no save I, no trumpet.
Okay.
You know, somebody get through by the nick of time?
Yeah.
Or by the skin of them teeth?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I listen as I say, I the blood of Christ save I, because Christ dead in I place. Could have wake me up that I don't have to go in vain. You understand me?
Oh, yeah, over here. All right.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Bless up.
Yeah, man, I'm spoken of parables, and not without a parable, him never speak. No, him one neither, is a teaching. Well, all right. As I said that Kean Brown said, they say that what we know is what them teach us. That's all we know, eh? Ambush in the night. Calvin, Coban, Laban, Carlway. Yes, man, and Bob Cos make reply right away. Ambush in the night. Kean Brown said, protected by His Majesty, yes. Sister D. Ruben said, yes, Ross Bongo, Bush Jr. Yeah, man. Taki Lemko said, born me for hear them thing that in regards to the girl in England. The dirty problem of systematic racism must be addressed relentlessly. Tony Thomas said, bless up Bongo Jerry. Marie, run in. I'm waiting to hear you. I tell Marie, say, run in, Marie, I'm waiting to hear you. Have a blessed weekend. Land and check in. I hang after Marie, you know, like the whole away. Have a call. Good afternoon and welcome.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Come out of this, man. You want to come monopolize Marie?
Our good friend Keisha want to run in.
Eh?
We're not here for a while now, you know.
You want to rob the blind?
Oh my God, that girl has vision, you know, Jerry.
I know vision you're talking about, man. Me hear the salivating, you know, and the panting. You
You know,
pant it
he's
after
the
her
rap
like
to it.
how the rabbit, and when them the hair pant it after the brook. Or some
Yes.
lyrics that in a songs of Solomon, you know, or some love story them there, you know.
A serious thing. Well, one good thing about Keisha, you know, she know how to control her entertainment zone. Put it that way.
Yeah, yes.
Some girls know how to control their amusement park, you know, Jerry.
Oh, you know.
Oh well.
So you get free ride in it. You get free ride on the merry-go-round. I laugh.
The other day I hear you give it some comments, you know. I mean, as a boy, it was a Jerry could make a fine guidance counselor.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because you show the little ones them say, you know. So when they make a trad out there and a man open a car door for you, and him decide to, boy, I'm going to pay for this for you, you know. You know, they might sweet her up, you know.
Eh.
Yeah, man, from them young age, so they say it was a Jerry would make a fine guidance counselor because some of them broke out and can't control the amusement park.
Yes.
They are so amused.
Yes. You see?
By the way, interesting news on the international scene, Jerry.
What that?
I gather that over in the Netherlands, the prosecutors has thrown in an appeal where Jack your case is concerned.
Oh, yeah, sir.
Yeah, man, them say manslaughter not enough. Dutch prosecutors want Jack Hero convicted of attempted murder.
Oh.
Jerry, the only thing I will say to you, I don't know if you have a chance to listen to the voice note that was played in court.
Eh? You mean off M phone?
Yes, off M phone. But if you happen to listen to that voice note, Jerry, you would not be surprised. As a matter of fact, you would have said, boy, he could have sleep on the same side he sleep on the night before he got sentenced.
Yeah, because the voice not incriminating.
Very much.
I remember, you know.
Yes.
Them talks about reggae, only Jamaican make reggae, only Jamaican to win Grammy. Down to Jamaican language are talking in every country in the world.
You understand?
Almost every court in the world have Jamaican language interpreter.
Yeah, man.
All when you are talking a code.
Yeah.
And you say, me man, me big thinking dirty card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just call one Jamaican interpreter and say, what did he say? Him say, me kill him, man. Me big dirty thinking carbon.
You understand?
So you get where you don't get, you understand me?
Half the story I've never been told.
Yeah, I know I tell though.
You understand? Them say a picture say 1,000 words, but Jerry, when the voice is played
up yonder.
Indeed. I tell you, Jerry, I hope others learn from this.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of lessons in this to be learned. Many stars has fallen along the way.
Yes.
Because of them kind of shaving crew that.
Yeah, man.
Jerry, have a good weekend and careful out there, my boss, because some things are going on the weekend. Well, every day, but you know, weekend.
Yeah, man. Where it slip, where it slip, what the wheel as it say?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
So careful on the road and in every zone.
Yeah, man. We have some
Indeed.
The music here. Go and read the last of the live chat. Go ahead, please. Live chat. Alright, let me see what the live chat say. I don't think we can take no more after this. Yeah, good afternoon and come with the live chat, you know. Yeah. Yeah, man. Takilem Kwase. You passed that already. Yeah, Bob Cosmic. Sister D. Ruben say Bush, you know, we passed that too. Tony Thomas. Alright. Marie. But wait, more no come? Something wrong, man. No more. Alright, let's just hear some music now. The first one is what name again? Sister D. Ruben, I believe, did request it. It named Diverse Doctrine. We have that? Diverse Doctrine by Ross Ibuna and Jawush. Never heard it yet, but let's hear it.
Bess FM.
I can't take no more diverse doctrine. Yeah, I can't take no more diverse doctrine. Yeah, in that love and not knowing not for us. Yeah, 'cause there is no and there's so high. World leader reach to fly. That one of all like an over. Hey, I can't take no more. Diverse doctrine. Yeah.
Yes, the last of the live chat. Kian Brown, I don't know if I read this one already. Sincere guidance, Bongo, brother Bongo Jerry, Sister D. Ruben, tackle them bad cause me call her family, respecting me truth. Perry Pirate say hopefully next week. And Sister D. Ruben say for real, him go there for murder the man at Jacure. Him never talk in the code. Plain talk him plain him talk. Prison bird that. I mean him used to prison. See me and Pinjan say, having a blessed weekend, Jerry, and your loved ones, okay? Hold up a crown. Be careful for wicked people, going men. Bob Cosmic says, see him so family. Thank you. Alright, me go here now. Next piece of music. This is from Jimi Hendrix, that old time jazz and rock. What them call them music again? Jimi Hendrix. This one named Watchtower. Request. I don't remember who requested that. Request. Watchtower. Let's go. Just before we get School in the Duke by Don Drummond, remember that Monday coming, the 11th of April. That's the anniversary from 59 years ago when the Coral Gardens attack was launched by the government against the Rastafari using a pretext of some land dispute and some murder. Launch an attack right round the island upon some Rastafari. Monday coming will be that anniversary. Let's go. School in the Duke. Don Drummond.
Bess FM, Bess FM, Bess FM.